Chilling in the garden where the green leaves grow. Catch a vibe so smooth, feel the peace overflow. From the mountains to the sea, take a token, feel free. In the cannabis and network, that's where happiness be. Blazing trails with friends, dancing in the twilight. Smoke rings right high under the pale moonlight. Every puff a new story, feel the world align. In the cannabis and network, let your spirit shine. Come on, join the crew where the good times flow. In the cannabis and network, we all take it slow. Feel the rhythm of the beat, feel the love and glow. In the cannabis and network, let your worries go. From the desert to the snow, we light up the days. Laughing in the moment, letting stress fade away. Cannabis connect the bonds we create. In the cannabis and network, we elevate. Leaves of green bring scenes serene. Life becomes a colorful dream. Inhale the peace, exhale the strife. Cannabis and network, give me life. Come on, join the crew where the good times flow. In the cannabis and network, we all take it slow. Feel the rhythm of the beat, feel the love and glow. In the cannabis and network, let your worries go.
Hey,
What's up?
hey, everybody!
What's up, everybody?
Yeah, I had a premiere scheduled for 8 o'clock in my stone desk. Forgot. That's when we had the new intro. Everybody got to see this week's premiere featured channel. Jolly Roger, the chefs. Look at that. Jolly Roger AR. And we sent them the link so they can come up here if they want.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
We got Renee in there chitting and chatting.
Jolly
What's
Roger.
up, Renee? Hey,
Hi,
DB.
Renee. DB, look at everybody already here. Wondering where the hell we were.
Yeah, I was jaw jacking. I'm trying to get my telehealth stuff working.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, talking about jaw jacking, I'm going to get mine jacked tomorrow, man. I'm going to get some dental work done tomorrow at 2 o'clock. That'll be fun. Always love going to the dentist. But so what's everybody smoking tonight out there, man? I'm currently smoking some hashish made by Seattle Bubble Works and from Canna Organics here in Washington State. I'm smoking on some forbidden fruit flower. It's a very nice flower called forbidden fruit. Yeah, we are smoking good tonight, man.
I got my hash bowl all ready.
Nice.
I prepared it. Now all I gotta do is fire it up.
Nice.
Fired up.
Yeah.
Want me to fire it up?
I've been smoking it all night.
Don't be scared, Joe. Don't be scared, Joe. You might as well just keep that doobie for the rest of your life, Joe.
One of these days.
One of these days, that you're gonna fire that thing up. It's gonna be so harsh. It's gonna burn. It's gonna burn. That's the gag. That's the gag. That's the gag joke right there. Whoever fires that up with you, their fucking throat's gonna be drier than a popcorn fart after he hit off of that thing.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about what you've been saying about. I'm gonna have to fire it up soon.
So I went to the dispo, and the only leaves they sell, the only rolling papers they sell are raws. So I had to pick up a set the other night because I needed some papers. And I was there, so I just picked them up. I hate these papers.
I'm not a raw paper fan either.
I do not. I'm using them because I have to, because it's what I got right now. I never did get down and get some zigzag orange box like I like, but so I'm using them out of necessity. But man,
they just got a funky taste to them. If you ask me, I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
they just have a taste to them that I do not personally like as well. I mean, it's not, I'll smoke a joint that they're rolled in, but you know what I mean? Like if you give me my choice, like I said, I'm the same way you are. I like the orange package zigzags.
Yeah.
And I like OCBs.
Yeah.
OCBs have a really good paper that doesn't have much taste to it. And
yeah,
shit, I roll regular old JOBs. You know what I mean? Like
OCB papers made here in Illinois. Make sure you check them out if you want some. They're a great paper.
They are. They are. That are the Randy's. Nothing like a good Randy's.
Randy's wired.
Everybody loves a Randy's.
Built-in roach clip.
I do like the Randy's. They're a little thick papered, but I do like them.
They are.
When you don't have a telescopic roach clip, get you a Randy's.
Yes, that was the way I got my dad. That was the way I got my dad to smoke with me the first time. God rest his soul.
Yeah.
He looked over there and seen that damn joint me and my uncle were smoking, which was his brother, and he seen the damn piece of wire hanging out of the end of it, and he's like, "Boy, what the fuck is that?"
Tectone 75 Hoodbilly Life.
And I was like, "That's your roach
Discord,
clip."
check out Hoodbilly Life. We got Jolly Roger, the guest of the week. We're going to talk to Jolly Roger about doing some special cooking. Jolly Roger's going to learn something new.
Nice.
I don't think there's a whole lot we can teach Jolly Roger about cooking that he ain't already.
I was gonna say.
Oh no, there's something new. I got to figure out my buttons ain't fucking working. Joe, put them on the big screen while you're blowing your nose.
I'm not blowing my nose. Who on the big screen?
Jolly Roger. There we go.
There he is.
Move over.
Yeah, I'm working.
Yeah.
Hold on. Wait.
Oh, there's two of
Who's
you.
in there, Lynn?
Hi. There's a delay.
Chefs.
Yeah, they're the chef.
There's a
The
delay
chefs.
between StreamYard and YouTube.
Yeah.
30 seconds.
Then we'll get down there and move that over. And
Do you hear us?
yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
We got
Okay, good. I just didn't want any audio back playing. So
You got to come towards me.
yeah, a little bit. And back away.
That's a pretty awesome shirt.
Up there kind of cuts down the camera angle a little bit, the field of vision.
Yeah,
Hold on one sec.
we can do that. Sweet. Is that better?
Yeah.
So what's happening there, Chief?
Oh, I'm hunting dimes.
You
Hunting
oh,
dimes.
really? Yeah.
Silver dimes?
Yeah, I found 2 so far
Nice.
tonight.
Nice.
Yeah. How are y'all?
Did you see the price of silver today?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
What's that at?
60 bucks.
50?
I thought it was
All right, so now we're over $100 for this the grand prize for them 7 dimes and that 1 ounce silver. Then
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good prize. I would suggest
plus all
everybody.
the swag in that bag.
I think anybody who wants to get in on the Wheel of Fortune raffle we're having here, or whatever you want to call it, Wheel of Fortune playoffs.
The waffle?
Yeah, all they need to do is merely make a purchase from Hoodbilly Life of what is it, dog tags?
Yeah, I got 2 of them.
Every dog tag purchase gets you an entry into the Wheel of Fortune. So if you haven't done it
And your
already,
dog tag's just awesome. Oh, welcome in, Jess. She says hello, everyone.
What's up, Jess?
Hey, Jess,
Hey,
how are
Jess.
you?
Lady Chaz, good to see you.
We got a bunch of people here. I told a friend of mine to stop by. I hope he's in in the chat. I don't know if you all type.
I'm gonna have to grab my iPad. I can't see this tiny shit on my phone.
Okay, right. You grab your iPad.
So,
Hey,
Jolly
Kyle.
Roger, what do you do with all the dimes that you find?
Actually, I'm saving them, and I'm going to sell them to start a company at the beginning of the year.
Nice.
And what are they? You collect 90% dimes?
Yeah, I collect 90% dimes, quarters, half dollars. I got 35% nickels.
Where do you sell them? Do you melt them down?
No, I'm going to sell them to some people that are YouTubers here in my state, and they're coin roll hunting, and then they can use that for giveaways for their channel or raise money for charities, something like that.
And what do you get? What do you get for them? Do you get a full 90% or what of the weight?
Yeah, pretty much. $1.40 is considered 1 ounce of silver. So that could be 4 quarters and 4 dimes. It could be 2 half dollars and 4 dimes. That equals 1 ounce.
Right. Yeah.
And then, so that's, I'm going to take all that and I'm going to sell that and I'm going to start a company. So
nice.
Yeah.
That's interesting because I have a box full of, barber dimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, old. I know they're pre-64, so they're all 90%. That my father used to metal detect, and we got quarters the same way. I got I roll those plastic rolls full of them.
Yeah. So do I. No, I don't have barbers, but I got Mercury dimes. I got Rosie dimes, George Washington quarters. I got 90% half dollars, whether it's a Walking Liberty or a Benjamin or a Kennedy.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Very good.
I'm wondering if I should sell this stuff.
Well, I mean, I would wait for silver to go up. And if you don't want to sell it, you can always do the gold to silver ratio. So right now we're just got under 70-1 on the gold to silver ratio. So once it gets to about 60-50, then you might want to trade in for gold instead of keeping your silver, because gold is a lot more stable than silver is.
Yeah.
Well, I'm kind of diversified. I have
Yeah, I've seen some of your gold.
I got a little bit of gold.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I got a little bit of gold, but I bought it. I didn't find
I'm
it.
showing my gold. Hold on.
It's right back there.
No, I was just talking. I got a couple of phone calls today. Coin dealers calling me up all the time, and I was talking to a friend of mine who wants to sell some silver, numismatic silver, modern numismatic silver, and I told him to hang on to it. I told him, I says, don't sell it yet because I think going into next year we're gonna have something's gonna happen.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, silver. There's people predicting it could hit triple digits sometime next year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I'm not going to tell you my investments, but a few of them have in the silver market have paid off significantly so far.
Yeah, we got into silver and gold back in 2022.
Okay.
And we've just held it ever since. And I mean, it's more than doubled our investment.
Nice.
Yeah. I started like 15 years ago.
Oh, cool.
My father got me into it. What he used to do is he'd go metal detecting, and that's where I got all these old 90% coins from, is from him finding them with the metal detector. But he found a ton of other stuff, and he used to bring stuff to the jeweler, and the jeweler would buy it from him, and he would take that money and he'd go to a coin show and buy like a $5 Indian gold piece. Or for it didn't cost $5. It was about the price of gold at the time, and he invested in that. And like that particular coin that I'm talking about, he paid $280 for it. When I got it certified, it was worth close to $1,000.
Oh yeah, any pre 1933 gold. I don't have any of it, but yeah, it's worth numismatic value is a lot
Yeah.
higher.
Yeah.
Oh
But
yeah.
yeah, I mean, all that
that's
stuff
who
is
you are
awesome.
in the gold price.
Like the
If you
oldest
have a
gold
good
I
coin.
gold was mid 1600s pirate gold, and like I don't care really about the numismatic value, but when you're holding fucking pirate gold, when
Oh,
you're
yeah.
holding pirate gold, you're like the Goonie. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
the
That's
Goonie
right.
in you, you're like any one of you, any of us that are in here, all of you. You're all everybody. Like
Hey,
it's
Jerry.
like I was dying holding this.
Yeah. Hey, Jerry, your volume is way low. Is that to
Yeah.
anybody else or is that only me?
Yeah, it's him.
Okay, yeah, your volume is way low, Jericho.
Here, what are these? Those are 40.
61 for silver today. Yeah.
61,
I seen it go up this morning when I was having my coffee. Every morning I get up, I make my coffee. When my coffee's ready, I sit down, pull out my phone, and the first thing I do is I look. I was
Yeah.
telling this story today to my partner there. I pull it up and find out, the price of gold and silver.
Hmm.
How come I got a reverb?
Probably because I turned my headphones on. Can you hear me, Joe?
I can hear
Yes.
you, but I hear a
Yeah,
reverb too.
You're causing the
You're
feedback.
normal.
Hold on. Is my reverb gone?
Yours
No,
is.
It was on our side. No, I
Yep,
still
still
hear it.
there.
Still there.
How about now?
Just
One,
find
two,
out.
Go ahead,
one,
Joe.
two. It's from me. No, that's better. All right.
I
Yeah,
think
you're
it's good.
good now.
Yeah, it's better. Oh, and it leaves. Oh, darn. So, yeah, Jolly Roger, I got to tell you, man, I really liked your last video.
Oh, thank you.
Campbell's really stepped in it, man. What were they thinking?
Uh,
I mean, he got caught. He got caught on a hot mic.
I'm sorry?
He got caught on a hot mic. He didn't
Yeah.
realize he was being recorded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that-
But
Oh,
still, you
oh.
shouldn't say that when you're,
no.
that high
Oh,
up. there.
Captain 3D Meat.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah. You know, it's funny when we're watching your video, and my friend Peter, he comes down and helps me at my synagogue when I cook. And it wasn't 3 weeks ago. I was showing him how we're making a cream sauce, and I was showing him it's got to get to nappe, and he's like, "What's that?" And I showed him.
Yeah.
And then in your video, you explained that, and I was like, "Now, see, Peter, that's how you know when somebody's a chef, because they are taught that shit in school."
Yeah,
Man.
we are.
Yeah, you don't just pick that up in a kitchen.
No,
I mean, if you do,
not
you're
really. I mean, you
you're
could.
lucky if you do. But because it's funny is that at our synagogue we have a couple of real characters, and when somebody comes in and exceeds at something, sometimes they want to be like, "Oh, yeah, I can cook too," and it becomes kind of a competition, and it's fun,
Well, that's awesome.
No.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Now, speaking of cooking, some of us like to cook with butter, a special kind of green butter. Now,
Yeah.
Jolly Roger has never cooked with green butter before. Now, you've made green eggs and ham. But now, have you made green eggs and ham with green butter? That's the question.
No.
We'd have to get some to try.
Yeah, I don't know how to even pair it.
Yeah, it's a little tough to pair because of the earthiness.
Right.
Really smoky bacon.
You don't know. You know what you pair it with? You pair it with like something with truffle oil. Something that's gonna match its earthiness.
Yeah, very potent.
Something very strong, very potent, like a can of butter, truffle oil, popcorn. I bet would be off the hook.
That's
With a
a
little-
possibility.
with a
Yeah.
little
It needs to
truffle
be
oil,
some kind of-
truffle oil you can just spray and gives it that essence.
Right. So
Butter
you
with can of butter.
you limit the amount that you're using.
You need to
Exactly.
be some kind of a pastry cook to cook with that, so you can hide the flavor.
That's
You know
true.
what I mean?
Yeah, I made candy with it that came out pretty flavorless. Lemon heads. I made lemon heads one time. Well, several times, but that was one of my recipes I used to use. And what I did is when I made the candy, when it was, I put the oil in right as the candy was firming up, right as the temperature was coming down. Because if you put it in when it's 300 degrees, you're going to burn all your.
You're going to burn it, right?
Yeah, you're just going to torch all your THC. So I'd wait until it's still malleable, but it's getting there, So it's cool.
I bet that's a workout too.
I'm sorry.
I bet it's a workout.
It is a workout. I used to have a little heated marble table, candy table. So it kept the temperature up while you were working it a little bit, so that helped. And a couple dough cutters and, and you just keep it moving, and keep the oil moving through the candy, until it's fully emulsified. And then the real secret was after the candy was formed was dipping it in citric acid. Was
for bitterness.
Yeah, for that sour.
Yeah,
that really covered that. That kind of deadened the taste buds, so the cannabis taste didn't come through.
That's smart. Yeah, very smart.
Yeah,
I drink bong water, so I ain't afraid.
Did you have one of those candy?
I seen him. I seen him.
Yeah,
I've witnessed it.
You know those candy makers? Did you ever see them?
Taffy makers. Yeah, they have the.
You have one of them?
Rotating quarters.
Yeah.
Yeah. They use that for like candy canes and things like that, I believe.
Oh yeah.
Lynn, when you coming home?
What?
When are you going to come home and visit?
Oh, not for a while.
Lynn's from the hood, everybody, if y'all didn't know.
Oh. South
So,
side.
No, she's from Kankakee. I'm going to put her out there. She's from the shithole up. She's from the shithole up the road.
So Jolly Roger, I don't know if I ever told you how into food I really was.
Yeah.
I was so into food when I was still cooking. My girlfriend name was Peaches. She was a ravishing beauty with humongous gourds. But, then again, I'm a chestnut. Well, one day, we were driving my car. It was a Stingray. We're on the rutabaga. She caught me smoking some grass. She said, "You better leave that herballonia fruit or I'll leave it for basil." She's trying to give me an ultimatum. Well, I already knew Peaches was the pits, but at least she never called the fuzz.
There you go.
Oh, shit.
That's hilarious.
That's called somebody too much time on their hands.
You're a regular poet, Cole.
Yeah, it can rhyme.
Right?
But yeah, what's everybody up to tonight? Anybody got anything exciting going on?
Well, I'm just sitting here smoking great hash, man. What you smoking tonight, Jolly Roger? What are you doing?
Oh, it's nicotine.
Nicotine? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No,
Jolly Roger likes the edibles.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I got gummies for that.
Got your gummies. Got you. Nice.
Yeah.
Very
But
nice.
yeah, I've been addicted to nicotine since I was pretty young. So
I know somebody, a good friend of mine, who got off of nicotine using cannabis.
really,
Let me tell you how he did it. He used edibles, as a matter of fact, gummies, to be quite specific. What he did is there's this little tiny town here in Washington called Bering. Bering doesn't have really any businesses there. The one that they did was just the post office. It had like a little restaurant type cafe set up in it, and a small store, but they couldn't sell tobacco or alcohol. They didn't have the licensing, right? So he went to this little town called Bering, checked into the youth hostel that they had, not the youth hostel, the hiker hostel. It's for hikers going up the Pacific Crest Trail hike. And he checked into this hostel for a week, and he went in there and he ate 800 milligrams of THC, passed the F out.
yeah.
For 3 days, he only got up to pee and take care of necessities.
I'm
Other than
surprised
that,
he was able to do that.
slept. That's all he did was sleep. All he did was sleep. He said when he woke up on the third day, he said he had slept through all the anxiousness, all the whatever it was to come off the nicotine. And I was like, man, that's a special occasion you can do that. But stay off the nicotine now. You know,
It's hard. Yeah.
it is hard.
All right.
Yeah.
So, food question: what is everyone's favorite meal to eat or prepare?
Ooh.
Jess said she likes anything taco related
Mm.
or Chinese.
Mm.
Love a good taco.
Hmm.
Well,
I
you
get
know,
asked this all the time.
I like Italian. So, like, I like traditional Italian, and I think if I had my druthers out of taste and authenticity, but I don't really eat the product, but it's just I have in the past. It's just so good. But that would be pasta carbonara.
Okay.
Ashland Oregon Auctions,
Yeah.
welcome in.
Because the guancala, I don't really eat the cheek, the pork cheek, you know. I don't eat pork, but I have in the past, you know.
Right. Right.
But that's probably one of my favorite meals because it's so simple. It's
Yep.
just boom, 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 and it's so fresh. And the pasta, fresh pasta, and you know,
Well, you got to get the egg yolk just right, though.
Just
it's
right.
still
Yeah, you
creamy,
got it.
But
Yeah.
it's not like, scrambled eggs.
no, you got to put some pasta water in there and get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to temper the egg, basically.
Exactly. Otherwise, you have scrambled eggs. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Hey, AOA. Good to see you. He has a coin roll hunting channel.
He does. He's awesome.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
I love his live
You see him
streams.
very often.
Yeah.
You know what I like?
Yeah. So, go ahead, Joe. I got an answer to my question I've been waiting for, but go ahead.
I was gonna say, you're talking about freshly cooked. You know those Japanese guys that cook it right there in front of you on it? What do they call that?
Hibachi.
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 Hell yeah. Everybody love a hibachi grill.
No.
Yeah, that stuff is good, man. You get a nice
Hell yeah.
steak or a filet mignon on there with that rice and whatever they do.
Yeah.
I think that it's fresh and I like that. It's fun too.
All right, we got.
Food thrown at you. You get shrimp thrown at you.
Yeah.
The first time I went to hibachi was August 23rd, 1986.
Oh, nice. You remember the date?
I remember the date. It was the first time I went to Benihana's
Okay. Yeah.
Benihana.
here in Seattle. I got married earlier that day, and my new wife and I went to Benihana's for dinner.
Nice.
And it was really something where they really flipped that food around and put on a show, and and they're funny. And so I remember I asked the guy, "So what type of oil are you using? Sesame or what are you using?" He says, 10W40.
Is that why it smells
So,
so good?
Right?
One thing I like about when Jessica would cook some stuff, she'd make this random, like how she feels type thing sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like she'd be cooking. Cole sent us this red garlic stuff, and she'd never used it before. It was like a stronger, more intense garlic than we were used to. Well, I really love garlic. Well, she'd put a couple extra pieces in there. But she made this pork roast soup type stuff with what the frick? I didn't get all the answers to my questions. So it had the little white dough things in there. Be nice if she could just tell you guys what was it.
Like
Dumplings. There you go. I believe it was pork roast dumplings, and there was vegetables and stuff in it. But like I like the more hearty, healthy, homey. I don't like greasy stuff. Oh, said dumplings. There you go. I don't like fried foods. I don't like. I don't know. I'm not one for fast food anymore. I used to. I could do that, but I can't eat McDonald's. I get sick. I can't eat Arby's. I got sick.
Yeah.
I can't do that shit. I can't.
It's poison.
Yeah, it is. It's poison.
It is, yeah.
It
Well,
really
well,
is.
you got to stop going to the Arby's and the McDonald's that's deep in the hood there, man.
We
Oh, it
killed
is definitely
30
deep in the hood.
We killed a 40-pack of damn White Castle hamburgers on a 12-hour road trip
Mm.
Now that's good.
between me and Jericho. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
40. Was it 40 of them or how many was it?
30.
30.
30. 30 of them.
30 in a
motherfuckers.
suitcase. That's right.
That got us from Ohio to North Carolina.
But that was after a 36-hour or 48-hour fucking road trip to from North Carolina to a tour in Ohio and
Visit
I don't even
Michigan.
know.
I'd hate
Visit
to be. I'd hate to be in that truck 6 hours into that.
Yep.
suitcase.
I
I'd
was
be
wondering
painting.
how many times you pulled over.
Right?
Surprisingly
None.
enough, we had no problems like that. Now we had to keep the windows
now-
cracked. We had to keep the windows cracked, but hell, you
But
could
now
smell
I'd
it
be getting
anyway.
sick.
The whole damn car smelled like damn. We hit a skunk at the very
Yeah.
first of the trip, and it never went away.
No,
Yeah, and
Yeah, that would tear my
that
stomach
stink
up.
is hard to get out, man.
oh, let
Especially
me,
when you keep relighting them.
let me tell you,
Hey,
hit a
You
skunk
drop a
bug.
couple of those onions on the seat, man. Forget about it.
I have,
Right.
I have a habit of trying to burn incense on a ride. You know what I mean?
I actually hit a skunk one time, but I didn't get sprayed by the skunk. My girlfriend's car did because she was right behind me. We were going to her place. She was following me. I hit the little bugger. He rolled around on the road. When she rolled over him, he started spraying.
Oh,
So her car just got hosed, man.
Oh no!
Yeah. Well, I helped her clean it, but there's only so much you can do, you know.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
Yeah, that was a rough one.
So, is there any like savory dishes to do with weed butter?
Oh yes. Okay. So my favorite. I like taking and on a low medium heat. I'll take like a good. So I don't really measure it out so much as I like to take a good chunk and just throw it in there. Now see, I'm one of those abnormal people where I'll eat in excess of butter, like get high. Like you're not going to do this for people that unless they're like high tolerance.
Mhm.
So like you're gonna need like when you come to the dig fest when you come digging in the spring dirt fling spring dirt fling 2026 if we are able to have that happen. I believe that is going to be in Arkansas.
Okay.
Arkansas?
We're gonna be doing a diamond dig,
Oh, at the Diamond, yeah, the state park.
Crater of Diamonds.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bring old shoes.
Yeah.
We're gonna be doing a diamond adventure. It's a good time in the spring. It's hot as fuck there, just like it was in North Carolina. When you're fat and you're from the north, when it's 85 below zero and you get there and it's 80 degrees, it's hot.
Yeah, it is hot. It's more humid than it is hot,
Yeah.
and humidity is horrible.
It is.
Yeah.
You know,
But
as far as the savory, what I do is I try to offset the taste of the cannabis with anything that is gonna shock the senses a little more than the cannabis, like rosemary, like a chicken rosemary, with a butter sauce. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And put garlic, lots of garlic. You know,
I'm
stuff
getting
like that.
hungry. I'm gonna have to go upstairs and get
see,
something to eat.
that's what I was gonna say. So I like.
I got into the medical marijuana field years ago, back here in Washington, working for a Center for Palliative Care. And what we did is we provided meals to people in palliative care who wanted to use marijuana for pain relief and symptom relief. And so my job was to infuse food. You know, and some of these people with, you know, God bless them with cancer, they can only eat, 4 ounces.
Yeah.
Very little, but they'd want them very strongly, they were high octane. Because like I can only eat a little bit, so I need a lot in there. So my job was to try to get the cannabis taste out of it. The other thing is using pure concentrates like hashish. It's ice water hash.
Okay.
Stuff like that. That's not going to have that earth taste because ice water hash is not going to have any vegetable matter in it. It'll have only the trichomes, only those little oil resin, the resin.
Yeah.
So I use hashish a lot in my cooking when I do that. And plus in the cooking process, you just have to be careful of you try not to get it above 200 degrees. You know, try to keep it between that 150, 200 degree mark, so that decarboxylates the hash. It has to stay above 150 for a minute, a couple minutes. But if you haven't already decarbed the hash, that is. Because if you've decarbed the hash, you can put it on as an afterthought. You can sprinkle it on as an afterthought if you've already heated it up to 150 degrees for like 5 minutes, So there's a lot of ways you can do it, not even really, just avoid the taste by using, like I said, like ice water hash is a great alternative. But yeah, savory dishes, I always try to use something like rosemary, something that's very in your nose. Yeah, something that's gonna affect the palate, like that citric acid on the candy, shocks your palate. Takes the taste away a little bit. Other things, I just try to change the dynamic of it. Because it's still gonna have a little earthy taste because it's wheat.
Well, weed's very potent too.
Yeah.
See, he does it chef style. I do it fucking because I like the taste of weed and I like getting high. See, he does it the fancy way. I just cut up a big chunk of butter, dump it in there, and then I take the stuff like the garlic he's talking about. But my most favorite thing to do ever is just keep sticking the spoon down in there and getting a little bit of the weed butter on the spoon and just lick it.
Oh man!
And you just keep doing that. You just keep because you're cooking for yourself. I'm not cooking for anybody else.
Right. Well,
when you're cooking, when you're cooking, you got to taste it, right? When you're cooking for yourself, you got to make sure you're eating it.
Well, even if you're cooking for other people, you still have to taste it. You just got to change the spoons out.
Yeah, so you got to make sure you're sampling it.
Yeah.
And
Jericho being there with his damn finger in the bowl. Don't let him fool you.
See here,
dipping his finger in that shit.
She seen me eat the butter raw. I'll just stick that. I don't give a fuck. That weed butter is fire, and
you can handle it.
Yeah,
it's delicious. But you got to like the taste of weed. You got to be a pothead, and I am a pothead. Ooh, them look yummy. So he's got the 1,000 milligram gummies right there.
1,000 milligrams a piece.
Jesus.
I just want to say Congress has confirmed through newly released NDAA 2026 that U.S. military is intercepting UFOs and they want detailed accounting of UAP intercepts done by NORAD.
Well,
I just want you guys to know
that UFO sitting right fucking here.
I know. I just seen Peter come in. That's why I say that.
That's why.
They're also talking about they're possibly getting ready to decriminalize this shit federally. Like,
yes, they are.
They're saying more than likely it's getting ready to happen finally.
Wow.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That'd be amazing.
About fucking time.
Yeah. I remember back in the days, I used to do a lot of normal marches, marches with the normal organization.
Yep.
And back then, we'd be doing a march down the street, and you'd run into people on the street, and they're looking at you while you're marching, and I'd look at them and say, "Isn't it ridiculous that I've still got to march in 2010 for legalization of marijuana? Isn't this just dumb that we're even down here just blocking the street off and taking up everybody's time while we march down the street, take up the park for half the day? Isn't this ridiculous? Isn't it time to change the laws?" And you'd be surprised how many people are like, "Yeah, you're right." And then eventually, hey, we got recreational, and recreational, I didn't actually vote for because I was a medical grower.
Mm.
It changed. It
fucks that market.
Yeah, it just shut my market off overnight.
Yep.
One day it was legal for me to give a donation and receive a donation. The next day, absolutely not. So, things changed. But
bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah. But no, I used to love, because I made all my own products. Out of the buds, I'd make out of all my trim and small buds. I make my own hash, made my own oil. I had a Tasmanian closed-in condenser, closed-in
centrifuge.
No, not centrifuge. No, condenser. Yeah. Okay. It was a closed system, closed loop system for making BHO.
Yep.
What it would do is it all stayed inside of a loop system, and you would start with lighter fluid, the butane lighter fluid, and you put it into a tank. You put 3 cans into a tank, but then you put that tank into a freezer surrounded with dry ice and different temperatures. You move this little lever and a long hose that goes out your door, and you burp off the propane, the benzene, the hexane, and something else that's in there. Anyways, you're left with butane. And then once you do that, once you have just butane in your tank, you can it goes through the cannabis and pulls the oil off and stuff, but you can then reclaim it. You can reclaim that same butane in this closed loop system. And so I was making my own BHO that was fully purged, no butane in it, and I was using that for edibles and for smoking and things like this, But
that's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite ways to get oil. That put out a really good product. A lot of people, I'm all about solventless too, but when BHA is done correctly, that's it's as clean as you can.
Yeah, if you use a good heated vacuum purge.
Yes.
Yeah. When it's done correctly, it is a good product.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
CO2 just seemed to always destroy the terpene profile.
Yeah. Well,
you know what I mean?
Freeze just kills everything.
That and the speed everybody is forced to run at to try to keep up with production. You know what I mean? If you can go low, if you can go slow with it, knowing if you know what you're doing, it takes a little longer.
Yeah.
But I got a good friend of mine. He is a master extractor. I mean, he is a fucking chemist. He is a whiz kid.
Yeah.
And he knows how to do it, but he's like, nobody wants to run it at that pace.
Yeah.
To keep from destroying the profile on it.
Yeah.
But he was a BHO fan. He was the one that kind of taught me. Because at first, I remember the days with the casserole dish and the extractor tubes, and you'd go get the.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen the coffee filter blow off that son of a bitch and the damn whole room turn yellow.
Yeah.
That's funny shit.
Yeah.
But,
I remember even before that. I remember using a PVC pipe called a honeybee. We used to use PVC pipes for the coffee, holes drilled in it, coffee filter on the inside.
Yep.
Filled full of weed, had a little hole on this end too. Push the butane, come out of the dish. It was so bad for you though, because it was through PVC.
Yes.
It was horrible, but we still did it. We didn't know.
Quick question. Jericho, do you want to show those dog tags off to get more people into your giveaway?
Sure. I was signing up for therapy. I'll go grab them.
Oh, I'll let you be.
No, it's okay.
Hey,
that's what I was doing.
Oh, okay. Then I read your mind.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
Can you see me?
Yeah. You okay, Joe?
He's frozen.
You
I think
frozen.
your camera's frozen, but we can hear you.
Yeah, something's wrong with my camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michigan tax prices are going up for the dispensaries. Syngro 420, what's up? I didn't see a slide in. If you just came in, welcome.
Isn't that like a 24% increase up there?
Yeah.
Yep, 24% in January 1st, baby.
Yeah.
That's a huge tax. Our weed guy up there is freaking out. He said, buy now, buy now, buy now. If you got the money, come get your weed. $240 for a pound right now in Michigan.
Wow.
That's going to go up significantly here coming up real soon.
Well, I mean, you're looking at a quarter. You're looking at
An extra 50
24%. Yeah, 24%. Yeah, you could be looking at an extra $50.
Yeah. It'll be a little bit more, but yeah.
Yeah.
This is the only problem with the legalization of it is they are trying to tax the everlasting shit out of it. And they do not understand the consequences that brings on.
Well,
Outside of the box, welcome
they
in.
Don't care. They
All
need
right,
to understand it. They just don't care.
We've got a Christmas party planned. We've got this swag bag with a bunch of random stuff in it, but it does have 1 ounce of silver and 7 silver dimes, and then a bunch of assorted cannabis-related swag. Now, we're giving everybody a ticket into the race if they buy one of our custom made products with their logo on it, or one of the things we make. Now, an $8 dog tag gets you an entry, but say you buy a coin, we're giving people that buy one of the coins 3 entries, even though that would normally be 24. But here's one of the cool dog tags. So this is Jolly Rogers. They got a couple of them, so they got 2 entries. It says Chef Brian. Hey, the thing's in the way. Look at that.
That is awesome.
It is awesome.
It's a Chef Brian. It's a Jolly Rogers logo. My camera sucks. But then on the back of it, look at that. It's the QR code, and you scan that fucker, and it's going to take you right to their channel. They didn't even ask for that, but I just put that on there because they're our homies. And every time they go to the store, they're like, hey, fucker, I'm a YouTuber. Scan my shit. He's got this coin. I made him a coin a while ago when he first started hanging out with us. And he's been showing people, and he's like, look, I'm a YouTuber. Scan my shit. So if you guys want to get yourself some more subscribers when you're out in public, you're like, hey, I got a fucking YouTube channel. And they're like, what? You're like, yeah, look it up. It's blah, blah, blah. Instead of going, hey, look, my channel, you just be like, here, scan my shit.
Yeah.
See, look, you put your logo on there. You got Chef Lynn. She's even got her own set of car keys. So,
Nice.
so for $8, you can get yourself a, oh, look at that bad motherfucker right there.
Yeah.
He had this, when I met this guy, he had this logo that
I stole
8
that.
other people had. 8 other people were using the same logo, and I was like, bro, you can't be, you got an awesome channel, and I cooked your food. You can't be using a bootleg logo no more. He's like, what the fuck you mean I can't be? Do you remember that night?
Heck yeah.
He's like, what do you mean I can't be?
I'm winging every.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
Brian, here's mine made for me.
Oh, that's awesome too.
Yeah.
Your picture in the intro is awesome, by the way. I like the
Oh,
black
thank
and
you.
white.
Yeah.
He looks like that guy that you don't want to bump into in the woods, you know.
Right?
I really like photography, so
You know, it's funny, man. I was a hobbyist myself. I actually owned a studio just for a small while, but I was a hobbyist, a big time hobbyist. Yeah.
yeah. I took a couple of classes in high school, and I took another couple of classes in college, and I did weddings off to the side. Is like they pay me like $500, and I
Yeah,
take
isn't
like
that crazy?
700 shots and just send them a CD of it,
Yeah. Yeah.
and like print out as much as you want. I don't care,
Exactly. Yeah.
but
Not anymore.
yeah, not anymore. Now it's just food pics.
Yeah.
Food.
Well, food's always been a passion of mine, you know. Just from growing up and having to cook.
Where'd
for
Joe
myself,
go?
You know,
I think his camera
We lost.
it's
We
kind of
lost our
frozen.
senior citizen.
But
I'll be
food's
down
I
always-
said, fuck y'all.
yeah,
There
food's
you
always
go.
been a passion for me. But there's a lot of hobbies I have, you know, like music and photography and things like this. You know, I have lots of. One of my favorite hobbies is, you know, going down the Bowery and setting bums on fire. You know, little things
That
like
used to be fun.
You got a lot of that in Seattle now.
Yeah, we do, man. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, it's
Um,
horrible.
I used to live in Renton,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
MLK.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a bus stop at that 7-Eleven off. As soon as you get off to the left,
Yeah.
there's an apartment complex that's over to the right down the way, and I used to live in that apartment complex.
Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah, we go down there sometimes. There's a kosher Indian restaurant down there.
Okay.
So we go down there sometimes for that. But
Couple, I need you to elaborate on what you said at first.
he said he lived in Renton.
Not Jolly Roger. You.
Me.
You said you like to go down and set bums on fire.
Oh, yeah. Big thing here. Yeah. You never heard of that? Go to the Bowery.
No, Cole, I've never heard of going. We don't fuck with our homeless here, Cole.
No, not the homeless. Not the homeless. No, God forbid. No, the bums.
The what?
The bums, not the homeless.
There's a difference.
Bums. The no good nicks. The ones that are, you know, the bum.
Yeah, we usually just throw shit at them. We don't set them on fire down here, man. You know, I don't know. Y'all do shit different.
Dude, I think you're mistaken.
Man. That's like a Seattle thing, brother.
Hey, dude, I grew up in Seattle, and
It's
throwing
just-
fire
Yeah.
on the bums is really popular. Even like I even saw people's priests and rabbis do it too.
Oh, come on now, don't go that far.
You know,
No,
there's times that I feel like I've not got out and seen enough of this world, and then there's times when I feel like I've seen just a fucking enough.
You want to hear something really funny though?
Sure.
Story.
Nothing you'll say will blow me away now. Just
My grandfather, okay, during the Depression, they lived in a small town, Harbor Springs, Michigan, during the Depression. And everybody had to be the city cop for a while. All the men had, it's like, okay, Brian, this month it's your turn. Jericho, next month yours. Next month I got, like that, right? Because they couldn't afford to pay a policeman. But when people would come in and they would do things, maybe get drunk in public or whatever, and the travelers are moving through trying to, because it's the Depression, and they're looking for work, and there's just none to be had there. Sorry, but if you're arrested, what they used to do is after they put you in jail for the night and gave you three good meals and a cot for the night, they would then give you a bucket of paint, a paintbrush, and take you clear out to the city limits and say, now we're going to leave you here to paint these curbs all the way back into town. Now I'm going to leave, and you start painting them curbs as soon as I leave. And they'd take off in the car, and they'd come back a couple hours later, and there'd be their gallon of paint, the paintbrush unused, and no person to have to worry about. They would just go away. And they wouldn't.
Well, that's one way of dealing with it.
They'd give them 3 meals. They'd feed them. They'd give them a place to sleep for the night, and then they'd send them on their way. Yeah.
Well, if there's no work for them, I mean, there's no work. For them. What do you do?
Yeah, there's nothing for them to do there, and they're getting in trouble too. And that wasn't just for the people that couldn't get work. It was for the people that couldn't get work and were causing trouble.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, Cole, I want your opinion on this.
What's that, man?
I'm going to show you.
Cole's over here setting bums on fire, Fuck. Fucking shit.
I can't say. What's it say? Oh, fabric pots. Yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't DB saying that those are awesome that she used those?
Yeah, fabric pots are great. They self trim your root systems and everything. Yeah.
I got
Keeps your soil from not getting overwatered as bad. It airs out a little quicker.
Yeah.
A little more forgiving.
I got like 24 of them for I don't know, $10 or something.
Oh wow.
Only grow 5 fucking plants.
Huh?
Ah.
They work well.
You can only grow 5 plants.
6.
Well, that's 4 years worth of growing.
There you go. You covered, Joe.
Yeah. Yeah. Covers the next 4 years.
6 and 6 is 12 because
Okay, well,
my
that's 3 years.
wife.
There you go.
Oh, whoa. Okay. Okay. I got you now. My bad, Joe.
Dog. Does the dog count?
Fuck it. I can go with it.
But the dog died.
Fuck it. It's okay. That's a technicality. He was there at the time. You stick with that story, Joe. They're not going to dig that dog up to do a fucking autopsy.
You want to grab the dragon that Jericho did?
Denver's got a small plant that's almost done turning purple. That's always fun.
Yeah, so that's one of the things, the microscope. Check this. This is one of my baddest 3D prints I've ever done.
Oh wow.
And then the wings come out too.
Oh nice.
Yeah. And it's all connected.
That's very cool.
Yeah. Caleb has, my son has one too.
Nice.
His isn't as big as that one. That's the big one. I remember that one.
Yeah, that was really cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I got the egg too.
Yeah, the one that little man got, he got the little green one.
That's gold.
Nice.
You got the gold one? I thought. Oh, that's right. He wanted the gold one. I gave him choices.
So I was reading a recent report about cannabis, and apparently THC makes the blood in your capillaries run a little bit faster. I don't know what's so funny about that. Oh, I didn't see it. But I pulled out the dragon. That's hilarious.
We might get higher rates if I do that.
You won't let me do it.
Hell no.
I got a dragon tattoo on my arm.
Outside the box, I've never had a problem with the soil shrinking as long as I kept it watered correctly. As long as I didn't underwater or overwater. I've never had them shrink on pots or bags, fabric bags.
I figured those. I've
If they get a
seen
little
them.
too dry, if they get a little too dry, they're hard to water after that. If your soil gets too dry and separates from the pot, it turns into kind of a clump of soil, and you just got to sit there and just water them real slow until they
fluff back out. Yep.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. So, but you don't want to overwater them either. I saw some plants recently that this poor fella, he really thinks he's doing, and he's God bless him, he's a new grower, first time out of the gate.
We all had to learn that way.
Yep, he's got water stains this far up his bags. He's, and they're sitting in water in the pictures. He's got leaf litter all over his floor. He's got dirt on the floor. He's got leaf litter in his plant buckets. He's got all sorts of areas for mold. Yeah, just, Oh, and it's an autofem, and he topped it. Not an autofem, and what do they call it?
Autofem. Yeah, autoflower.
Yeah, and he topped it. So I'm just like, okay, I didn't say anything because it's his first grow, and I don't want to discourage anybody ever.
Yep.
Well, that one video, is that the same guy that you sent me the pictures that had the broken plant and?
Oh, yes. He not only did he top it, he then broke it and super cropped it on an autoflower. While it was in like probably day 10 of bud, he broke it.
And then tell him about the fucking the moldy fucking nasty fucking shit
bag
next to it.
Yeah, I told him the bag had water stain this far of the bag. Yeah. We've been overwatering, but it's just like I said, it was his first grow, and that's the way you learn, man.
Yeah, you got to fuck some shit up.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, really, that's all there is to it. Every time I've ever did a consulting job with somebody, I tell them you're gonna fuck shit up, and that's okay. Because majority of the time, 95% of the time, whatever you fuck up, I can fix.
Yeah.
There's only that 5% that I can't bring us back from.
Yeah.
See, you're making me doubt my own.
No, you need to know you have enough experienced growers to consult with, Joe, that you should not have an issue.
Yeah.
Really, honestly.
Yeah.
If you got to listen, you know how many people.
I'm bound to make mistakes. That's what I'm saying.
That's okay. We all have.
If I make a mistake, am I going to lose my crop?
Well, no. Remember, it's a weed, man. It grows like a weed.
All right, well,
really.
I need some positive reinforcement here. You guys,
sometimes
all these guys
more.
fuck up all the time, and they
sometimes less is more with these things.
Come on, I gotta think positive. You see, I went and got the bags and everything like that. I'm getting psyched up for this.
Soil now, and let's.
We're excited for you, Joe.
Yeah,
you're gonna have fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be an experience.
You're gonna like it. Trust me. You got enough experience around you to keep you from making a lot of mistakes that most people just don't have. And here's the thing. How many people when I would go to meet people for consulting, I would tell them first thing, if you are not going to listen, do not waste your money. Because first off, I'm not cheap. Second off, if you're just going to continue to do it your own way or question everything that I tell you, there's no point in you spending the money for my service.
What?
I'm reading my horticultural book.
Where's the hash?
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Them books right there are real awesome. But I tell you what, there's no substitute for experience.
No,
I sent him the Jorge Cervantes Grow Bible.
That's who I started out watching was Jorge Cervantes.
Yeah, but it's just so I can understand what you guys are talking about. That's why I got the book. I got to start reading it. I got to start reading it with my morning.
There you go.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah. So
I was just saying what got me wanting to grow better was the fact that, like, my first time out, I was getting 1.5 ounces, 2 ounces of plant, and all my buddies were getting 4 and 5.
Yep.
So I'm like, something's wrong here.
Yep.
I was very
What am I doing wrong?
Done because I had accomplished 1.5 ounces, 2 ounces of plant. So that was something to be happy with. What the hell?
I got a question for you. Here's a question. If you're growing some plants, say you have a garden, a regular garden outside, and you're growing plants and you're taking care of them, this, that, and the other thing. If they're growing outside, how can you make them flower?
The sun takes care of that for you.
Yeah, the sun takes care of that. You just
Yeah,
make
but what
sure
if
you're
you
in the
want-
ground by the right time.
It's just a matter of timing, so you have no
Yes, sir.
control over that.
Unless you're growing in a greenhouse with darkening panels and all of that.
Oh, okay, all right. I'm just asking. So
Yeah.
So you're better off. Or anything that grows outside is going to be an auto, right?
Pretty much, it'll feel that way because it's going to do it when it does it.
Yeah.
Based on the sun's.
But
The
see,
only thing you got to
autoflower
look out for is the males.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, an autoflower only takes 90 days though, from seed to finish. Whereas a full photo period plant is going to take the whole season from spring to fall. Now, that being said, you'll get a larger yield off that photo period plant. You'll probably, in my opinion, get a little better bud even, a little better quality. But autoflowers, there's nothing to be sneezed at as far as autoflowers go, because they are, they're a good sort. They're very easy to kind of plug and play. You can plant right into your pot. You don't need to go into a cup and all that. Like, you just plant them right into the pot.
Yeah.
You've got to water it first of all. You got to
let me ask you this: if you have these plants that are going to grow from spring to fall, I got two questions for you. One, do you trim them back, or else you're going to have 7-foot plants? And question number two is, can you spread them out outside so you have a bigger yield?
Yes and yes.
Yes and yes.
You're going to need to yes and yes. You're going to need to thin them out. Just as they go when they start to flower, about 3 weeks into the flower process, you need to thin them out. That way, you're getting sun on the buds, and it keeps leaves from laying on top of each other and create powdery mildew. So, that and puts all the energy from the plant into the buds instead of the leaves too. So, I like to thin out on about the 3rd week. Of flower. I call it the 21-day strip.
Yeah.
About
21 days, you start trimming them out.
Once they start to flower, 21 days after they start to flower. So it'll be like literally about a week after you start seeing flowers.
Yeah.
About a week after seeing them flowers, week and a couple days tops, go in and start pulling a majority of the fan leaves and shit like that. That's blocking out the sun from penetrating into the plant. And also, like I said, those leaves laying on top of stuff, that creates a terribly awesome place for powdery mildew.
Yeah.
So, you're kind of taking care of two things there. And, it's also sending all the energy from the plant into the bud instead of into making big ass leaves that don't serve a purpose.
Yeah. That's why a lot of people lollipop their plants even.
I lollipop all of mine always. I always strip them up.
Yeah.
Take the bottoms and all the shit that's in there that's just going to feel like little cotton balls and get rid of. But Joe's also, you're growing for, you're trying to do butter. So you kind of need as much plant material as possible as long as it's producing trichomes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
that's another thing that trim, those leaves they're no good, right? Are they?
Trim is.
Nope.
Well, the trim is.
No, he's talking about this.
Bud.
He's talking about the big fans.
Oh no, those aren't good.
Yeah, those are bullshit leaves. Yeah, you don't need those no more.
Those
You'll leave some of them here and there, but for the most part, you're going to get rid of most of them.
All right. So you got some statements down here. Outside of the box says, I lost a lot of plants throughout the years. You mess up. That's how you learn. Ask a lot of questions. Try stuff. I'm starting a new grow soon. Can't wait to see how much better the new grow does than my first. Jolly Roger, this fucker over here, says, I've never grown anything. Sin Grow says, I didn't either. I watched YouTube guys for a couple weeks, started to get a tent, and started growing. You know, and that's the thing is I have grown weed with other people. I've grown weed with a variety of people. And there's a lot of different types of growers. And I've grown with almost all of them. The weird ones, the unique ones, the different ones, the eclectic ones. I'm not going to use a machine to stir it. I'll stir it by a stick, the same wood stick I've used for the last 35 years type of motherfucker. The one that's got I can't think of the word he used, but it's seasoned. It's seasoned. That's my seasoned stick.
Yeah.
It's my lucky stick. When you're doing a guerrilla grow, weed's illegal back then. If you think about it, for most of the people that are growing, they're facing a fucking 1,000 years in prison for growing this weed.
That's the truth.
And that's their lucky stick. That stick kept him out of prison. In his mind, that stir stick for them fucking nutrients kept him out of prison for 35 fucking years.
Just, I've never grown flowers, fruits, vegetables. No, my grandmother did when I was a kid. But we do want to get a garden started probably next year, maybe the year after.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So I'm looking at I'm working on getting this car thing going. And then I figured out a way to save money, actually. So I talked to somebody that has rabbits. Because you see all this shit on YouTube and on the internet, and people live off of, well, I'm gonna be a van lifer. I tried that. It's actually kind of fun if you're able to do it. Some people can't, some people can.
What are you gonna be?
Just listen to the whole thing, Joe.
But I didn't hear that one part.
I'm going to raise some fucking rabbits. That's the moral of the story.
Okay.
I'm going to have a rabbit hutch, and I'm also we're going to have a little bit of a garden type thing here.
All right.
You're going to have all the meth heads over there. You're going to have the damn meth heads and crackheads over there stealing your rabbits and veggies.
Yeah, man. What's the matter with you?
Hey, I'm going to put up a fucking sandwich? I've done the van life thing. Fuck that. So I'm going to have rabbits. I'm going to have some gardenery. But
you'll come riding in and some fucking crackhead is going to be carrying a bunny down the fucking street.
Jess said, oh my goodness. What did I say?
Are they
one of us did something.
Now, are they going to be regular rabbits or guard rabbits?
Well, Hercules, I'm going to teach them. They're going to be jackalopes. They're going to have antlers.
Yeah. You're going to raise some jackalope.
All right, Jess, what did I do? She said, oh my goodness.
You should have known better.
I don't know what the fuck I did. I did something.
Bunnies. But
no, there's going to be some fucking rabbits, Joe. I'm going to have some rabbits because I'm going to be saving some money. Oh, it was you into never growing. All right. I thought I did a faux pas. But
Jared.
no. So I'm going to have some rabbits and I'm going to have a garden.
What's that?
Because I'm trying to be self-sufficient.
How do you say that?
You should get some good fertilizer off the rabbit shit too for your garden. So
for your first, but yeah.
Have you looked into raising quail instead of rabbits?
I have a tiny yard and I live in the ghetto. My grandfather would compost everything and have us put our fish guts in the garden so he could till it in. He grew the tastiest fruits and veggies. Well, that's the thing, carp guts.
You know what else is good? Coffee grinds.
Yep.
Banana peels and coffee grinds.
Eggshells.
Eggshells are amazing.
I have a friend of mine, Paul, who's an organic gardener. He's been doing it for 30-some years. And he'll actually, when he needs a little calcium, readily available calcium, when he's putting plants in, he'll go to the grocery store and get some powdered milk.
Yeah, that
Powdered
would work.
milk. And he'll put it right down in where he's planting, where he's growing. Like when he did that when he put it in his asparagus rhizomes. He put some calcium in the soil that way, And I just thought that was slicker than snot, man.
Guy, he used to break out the damn Tums and crush them up and pour it on there.
Yeah, exactly.
It was no flavor. They didn't have no flavor. It was just regular Tums, and he'd take Epsom salts and sprinkle a little Epsom salts on top of it.
Yeah, you got CalMag right there.
That's your CaliMag.
Yeah,
you can also do.
Well, where he lives is actually the lake is a mineral lake, an Epsom salt mineral lake. So in his soil, he has enough magnesium to.
Nice.
He had to amend it because it had so much in it.
Yeah.
Bring soil in and compost and manure. And I've actually started a 55-gallon drum out there. Peter can attest to this. This 55-gallon drum, we got plastic drum with a sealing lid. It has a screw top lid on it. And he lives on this 500-acre lake. So every time we catch these great big trout and bass out in his lake, we bring them back. And we've been putting the heads and guts in that thing for 3-4 years now. And it's about 2/3 full of just pure fish emulsion. Just pure fish emulsion.
Yeah, fish it.
Yep. And when it's full, he's going to let it set for another 2-3 years and let it get really, broken down and whatnot. And then he's going to use it in his garden.
I agree about the tomatoes and peppers. And we're going to do herbs inside too.
Oh, nice.
But we have those hydroponic grow lights and solutions and stuff for those.
Nice.
Yeah, we just haven't started them yet. Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, it's a different type of herb, but
growing's growing.
Hey, growing's growing. And I'm gonna be honest. I've been talking to. I've been doing some therapy. We all talk about different things here. It's a safe space. I've been telling people this. We've got people that are in recovery, people that use alcohol, people that use other drugs that are in the MMP program, marijuana maintenance program. If you're trying to get away from the using alcohol or drugs and want to use marijuana instead, we suggest you do that because drugs suck. All right, now I go to therapy because I'm fucking crazy. No, I'm depressed. I have anxiety, PTSD. I've got 7 bullet wounds. I've been shot 7 fucking times. I've had an exciting life. No, it's just terrible. Live in a shitty neighborhood. But no. Anyways, I've been setting up online therapies and going to different therapy and learning different things. But they tell you that you should learn how to grow plants. And I'm like, oh, really? I need to learn how to grow something? And that's one of the things in the MMP meetings they tell you. They want you to grow pot.
Yep.
Grow your own. Learn to grow. And if you learn how to grow pot, one, you get to see something happen. You get to see a little plant grow. And it makes you feel good. And that's super cool.
that is cool.
Yeah.
But now, one thing. Don't grow anything else next to your fucking weed. Don't introduce other contaminants like mold, mildew, or etc. if you're growing weed.
Yeah.
Grow that other shit outside. Grow your weed inside.
Well, not something else. If you're going to grow outside, especially if you're growing outside in a legal state, if you're using regular seeds for the love of all which is holy, please kill your males for your neighbor's sake, because that little pollen can sure travel a long way, and man, yeah, it can really make somebody's season very bad. So if you're going to grow seeds and stuff, that's probably best done indoors, I'm thinking.
I've experienced this, Cole.
Yeah, I had a neighbor next door that didn't know what he was doing, and well,
I've seen a couple acres get seeded like that.
Yeah, it's no fun. It's really a bummer, man.
Some really upset farmers.
Yeah, it was just such,
Yeah.
When I came out and saw what happened, I was just like, I was like, bummer. I mean, what can you do at that point?
Nothing.
I made some hash, and that was about it. And that's not very good hash because I couldn't run into my bags. I had to make some old school hash, which is where you let it settle in the water, and then you got to pour the water off and let it settle again. And you got to pour the.
Well, just the THC doesn't produce, it doesn't mature the right rate because once it starts making a seed, it stops THC production.
Well, what we
and
do
that doesn't start again until the seed's done.
Yeah, I caught it when the seeds were coming on. They were still kind of greenish, They weren't fully done. I was like, well, I'm going to make hash out of it anyways. But it wasn't, like I said, particularly good hash, so.
It's just a shitty deal.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, the best you can pray for is that the cross is worth the fuck and you actually get some decent seed.
Yeah, exactly.
And, it's still unstable, but. And that happens more than you would ever imagine.
Yeah.
Because I really, when we found out about it, it really blew our minds that was something that we really had to worry about,
Yeah.
And then, luckily we kind of knew people in the area, and we were able to figure out that it was someone else's. Old timer just going out there and throwing the shit out in the woods, and
we used to do that.
It still goes on.
Yeah.
And this guy was out in the country, and there was plants, on a creek bank, not even half a mile, 3/4 mile away.
Yeah.
Wow. Yep.
Yeah, that always sucks.
Yeah. Then there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah. But like we were saying before, I love seeing a new grower, though.
Yeah.
It really warmed my heart to hear somebody saying, hey, "I just bought a new kit. A new setup. I'm trying it out for the first time."
Yeah.
One thing I always tell people is don't believe everything you see on YouTube.
Nope.
Nope.
That's the thing about it. People will go and look for answers on YouTube, which is the same way that I learned, the way that, many of us started out learning. I was lucky enough to work with a master grower for years, and that really, it summed up all the confusion for me. I was very, very fortunate to have that opportunity and to be taught by somebody that knew so fucking much.
Yeah.
But, you'll go in there and look for an answer. They'll give you 5 to 10 answers. Okay. Yeah. So by the time you go through the process of figuring out which one of those 10 it is, you literally could stretch your veg season for 2.5 months.
Yeah.
Or 2 months minimum. If say you don't get it till the very end, you try everything else and you don't get it till the very end. You've stretched all that time out, and the amount of stress that you've put on them plants. Every time you stress a plant, it loses a percentage of the amount that it can produce. You've cut a percentage of your production every single time you stress it. You will not get it back.
Oh, Kyle, refresh your mic.
Refresh my mic?
Yep. You're getting a growler.
Okay.
But yeah, so Jessica's got, some people got a green thumb. Jessica's got 10 green fingers. She can fucking take a seed or take a piece of a fucking cutting or take part of a fucking onion, throw it in some dirt, sprinkle some magic fucking water, lick it, spit on it, whatever she does. I don't know. But she's got stuff growing in these pots over here. And I look at it and she's like, yeah, just make sure you just water it. Make sure, and go over and take a piece off and eat it. Like it gives me my little green onion things that I love to eat.
Scallions.
And whatever. You call them tomatoes, I call them fucking tomatoes. Whatever.
No, it's a whole different. Come on, get with the program.
Listen. It's delicious. It's an onion.
Oh,
she planted an onion. She planted an onion. She planted an onion, Joe. See, he says chivies. The guy down here says chivies.
Chives.
Yeah. Yeah, see?
Chivies.
That's what I said.
Fucking chivies.
Holy
shit. As you can tell, we can't all spell on this motherfucking show either. Chivies. God almighty.
See?
Is my mic any better?
I'm going to call them chivies.
Okay.
White,
no
there's
shit.
white and red chivies in there, bro. There's
Yeah.
white and red chivies.
You wait till I go to the local Wendy's and get a baked potato and ask them for chivies and see the look on their fucking face.
I bet you they're gonna know exactly what you want, and they're gonna smile like a motherfucker.
Spit in my fucking food is what they
And
do.
there's garlic growing in there, Cole. She actually got the garlic to grow in that little pot.
Well, yeah. If you have the big enough bulbs, you can get some garlic. But if you plant small cloves, you're gonna get small results.
Yeah, but it's still neat. The fact that she was able to take that in this big pot in the house
Yeah.
and get all these different cool things to grow in there from pieces of other food, parts of food that were left over, and now food's growing off of it that I'm able to go over and take food from on a consistent. And there's peppers and tomatoes.
It's funny you should mention that garlic because I just got back from that weekend, that spa weekend I took over there, and I got a bunch of fresh garlic from them. Well, not fresh, but from this last harvest. You know what I mean? And it's just beautiful.
Did
You got more?
that yet?
Spanish Roja, yeah, it's all Spanish Roja.
Oh, nice. I'm gonna need a bigger box because that's all gone.
Okay,
Almost.
yeah.
I'll have to send you some money.
Well, I just for shipping, I'll
Yeah.
charge for the garlic. But if any of you guys want some garlic, let me know, man. I'll send you a pound of garlic.
This fucking garlic's fire, Joe.
Yeah, it is really good. It's Spanish, which is not.
You got a piece? You got some?
In the store, you get it. It's usually German or Italian garlic, and they use those specific types because of their size. They fit through the machine better, because they're very uniform in their shape and size.
She planted 3 big cloves.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I love cooking with this garlic because it's like I said, it's all organic, 100%. This everything. This guy he's built his own soil from that magnesium, that Epsom salt soil, on that lake bed, on the lakeside, and he's amended it with horse manure, cow manure, all this stuff, a couple years old, everything he could possibly get to compost, old hay, food, whatever, compost from his house. Anybody needed their horse barn cleaned out, needed somewhere to put it, he'd give them someplace, you know what I mean? And he's just been doing this for years. He's got a big tractor and a rototiller and tills it all and works it all up, and he just works. He works 7 days a week on this thing, during the grow season. And then it was really a trip. Is in the wintertime, he puts it all to bed with a bunch of because in the fall time he plants his scallions, all of his scallions, and then he puts straw or alfalfa, hay or whatever you get, Timothy hay, whatever you get to act as like a cover for it, and it keeps everything warm. It keeps the soil microbes alive and everything. But he also keeps his potato piles going, so he could right now go out and get fresh potatoes if he wants to. He's got the tops all cut off, so the skins aren't going to slip. When you pull them out of the soil, they're just sitting in there dormant because it's cold. It's colder than they should be. But he goes out in the middle of winter and still gets potatoes. It's the craziest thing. This guy really knows how to garden.
I can't grow no damn taters, but I can grow some other shit.
Yeah,
I can grow some weed, he says.
I can grow some of that jazz cabbage.
right. I found a picture of my purple arrow, Kyle. Let me see if I can share this on the thing here.
Joe,
Wow.
Joe, get ready.
For what?
He's gonna share a picture, and I can't do shit about it.
This is only about halfway done, a little over halfway done. This one.
Hercules, stop pushing.
We need to bring it up.
Joe's working on it.
Oh, Joe's working. There you go. That was my purple arrow. But that was only about halfway. You can still look at the buds and stuff and see how far it is. But yeah, I wish I could get that strain back. That was a big producer. That put off 6 to 8 ounces of plant indoors, man.
Is that like, was that like 5 weeks, 6 weeks in?
Yeah.
Yeah. How long of, flower period was that?
10, 12. That's sativa hybrid.
Oh, geez, God.
Yeah.
Yeah, that at 5 and 6. I mean, that's
Yeah.
that's nice.
So yeah, it was about halfway done there. And the pistils are also white and sticking straight up, and
Well, I love how the fingers on the leaves are pointed up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So many times you see people's, and they're always drooping and pointing down, and
Yeah.
they'll be like, "Oh, gosh, these things look pretty," and I'm like, "Why are all your fingers down?" You know what I mean? Like, that's telling you something right there. You're over watering.
Yeah.
You want them damn points going up.
Yeah.
Telling you they love what you're giving them.
Yeah. Well, I'd let them get kind of dry. I never let them get dry, but I'd let stuff, because roots will reach for the water if you let the soil get a little bit dry.
You got to.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, trust me. As much as they love to be wet, they love to dry out too. I mean, that is a critical thing.
Grow, yeah.
Jericho will tell you that about me. He's Jericho's witnessed me grow before, and
Yep.
I strongly emphasize the importance of not overwatering.
Yeah.
You cannot make me. I don't care how, unless you're doing hydroponic.
Yeah.
Or aeroponics, or even on a flood table, you water them too much and you just stall them out.
Yeah. Exactly.
That shit has to dry.
Yeah. But I sure wish I could get that genetic back, but I've never seen a seed for it. So I've been able to, I don't know. It's out there somewhere, hopefully. I actually did this. I never sold any of my cattle of that strain, because I was the only one that had Purple Arrow in the whole area of all the dispensaries. And they all wanted the Purple Arrow. When I'd have it, they'd want it. So I never traded for the strain. I never sold the strain. I never, I kept all my own cuttings. And one time I got cuttings of some White Widow and some Purple Arrow, and they're both sativa dominant, So I got the cuttings a little mixed up somewhere along the line. And I gave my buddy what I thought was White Widow cuttings, and said I sold him 20 of my Purple Arrow.
Oh.
So he ended up with it, and he says, "Hey, man, this stuff's coming up, but it doesn't look like your White Widow." I said, "Really? Let me come take a look." And he says, "This stuff is sure frosty." I said, "Yeah." He said, "Is it the White Widow?" I says, "No, I think it's that strain that I had last month that I threw out."
Oh, gosh.
Yes. "Why would you do that with something that's nice?" I says, "Wasn't strong enough. Looks nice, but it's not a good smoker." I was trying to, stop him. "Oh, no, I gave you the wrong." Yeah, I couldn't tell him that, but no, he grew it and kept the genetics, made a mother, So I went back in to try to get a cutting. He's gone legal, and I think he's still got it. He calls it Frosty Frost instead of Purple Arrow, because I never told him it was purple. I told him it was White Widow, and then I ended up telling him it was some strain that I didn't really know what it was. I threw it out, but he kept it because it looks damn nice, and smokes tonight. Fuck, that was good weed, man.
I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah.
And he couldn't make a cutting magically disappear.
Yeah.
Come fuck on.
Right.
Come the fuck on.
Good night, Renee.
Night, Renee.
Yeah, he could have come off a cutting for me, man.
That's only right.
Yeah, he was telling me no.
You know what I mean? The person that gives you a blessing.
Yeah.
It is You don't do that.
Yeah. Well, the problem was his wife was a correctional officer, and
Well, shit, that she should be dirty. That means she's dirty as hell, probably.
she thought she was law enforcement or something, and so she kept him. He told me keeps him on the makes him mind his P's and Q's as far as reporting everything to the state and blah blah blah. And
Well, that's important to do.
Yeah, but I was still like that. One of those cuttings you take off that you throw away, you could throw away my way. You know what I'm saying?
It's that simple.
Yeah, but he wouldn't make it happen, man. Yeah,
it's that simple.
He said no. Mama said no. We can't do it, man.
That sounds about right for a corrections officer.
Yeah.
What Mama don't know won't hurt her.
That's right.
Learned that from Waterboy.
Yeah.
It's always easier to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah.
Which, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm all about, operating with, within compliance.
Yeah.
That way, there's a sense of regulation that's followed that equals a safer product for people. You know what I mean? That's very important. You know what I mean? Because when you got people out there doing shit, all willy fucking nilly, doing what works, you know, you got them over here battling aphids and having a problem with it. And then you got the farmer over there telling, man, we could put this one thing on there and it'd kill them. Yeah. Well, that's fine. That'd be fine if they were eating it.
Go growing in the house. What's going on? There's one of them Canadian growers.
Yeah.
That motherfucker's live. He's live all the time down there in Canada, eh?
Yeah, up in Canada.
French fries and gravy, eh?
He had his dogs up on the stream earlier when I was watching.
Yeah.
His dog is huge. It looks like a horse. All right, Renee, good night.
Brian, did I ever show you my walking stick?
No.
This is a Blue Dream sock that I grew in 2014.
Oh wow, cool.
In Black Diamond, Washington. But this is cannabis, it's marijuana.
Yeah.
And it's light as a feather and it's strong. Like I could beat you to death with this. You know what I mean?
It's pretty. I like the color.
Yeah, and it's beautiful. Yeah, I think it's a lovely.
All right.
I just peeled the bark off, the skin off of it, and let it dry like that, and then sprayed it with some spray lacquer and put a cane tip on it.
That's awesome.
45 of those suckers. I got one.
Now yours is cool. Your weed paraphernalia is cool, but mine's pretty cool. This is made from a pot root.
Oh, that's his cool. Yeah.
It's a workable bowl.
Yeah.
The whole thing is made out of fucking a pot plant. The root.
Great use of the plant, you know. I actually found
no waste.
I found a paper maker when she made her own paper. This lady makes her own paper, and she was taking my cannabis leaves. Well, not all of them, but she was taking a bunch of my cannabis leaves, and she made paper and cardstock and stuff out of it. And she actually, I bought a bunch of cardstock from her and had my business cards printed on cardstock made from my cannabis leaves.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Neat.
Yeah.
How do you
We're at that hour and a half mark?
But it wasn't as cool as a dog tag.
There you go.
A QR code. There we go. With a QR code on it. And your design of your choice. Wasn't as cool as that, man.
I can't wait to get ours.
I know, it's exciting. It looks
right.
It looks awesome.
You want to see him again?
Yeah.
See, I could make you guys wait to see who wins.
Well, I'm getting it anyway. I'm getting the dog tags anyway.
Well, I know you're getting the dog. I mean, so you know, because there's so few people in there because I keep forgetting to advertise.
Well, that's why I brought it up.
I know Cole keeps busting my ass. I keep forgetting to make a video. I got an ounce of silver. I got 7 silver dimes and a big ass bag of random swag. A bunch of different weird shit in there. There's stickers. There's like a fucking couple rolling trays. There's
some blunt wraps.
Yeah, there's the king palms in there.
Yeah, cones.
There's some cones in there.
You got any terp scoops in there, or what was that?
Yep.
You got some of those in there. Good.
Some terp scoops in there. Some cool 3D prints in there. Huh?
Teaspoons?
Yeah.
The terps.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, so if you get one of them dog tags, we make custom dog tags. You get a dog tag, $8 plus $7.50 shipping and handling. Or you can get a stocking hat. Custom stocking hat or whatever. Some cool stuff. Yeah. I'm gonna do a video on it. I'm slacking.
Yeah, we need to get.
I got appointments tomorrow. Hopefully after I think I got an 8 o'clock appointment. I'm gonna see if
Oh, excuse me.
There's one thing about this channel. There's a lot of coughing going on.
Always coughing. I try to mute my mic whenever I do a lot of
me
it.
too, yeah.
Sometimes,
Well,
just
you don't get
happen.
off if you don't cough. That's what they say. You know.
They got these fucking 2-gram doobies with the damn ceramic tips,
Oh yeah.
and these things have been pretty impressive.
Nice. Nice.
I guess the one thing that's the one thing about co-owning a THCA company. You get to do it. You get to do a lot of sampling.
Oh, nice.
And like when you reach out to companies that as a distributor, they'll send you. It's crazy the amount of shit they'll send you.
Yeah.
So what's going on with the Farm Act? I heard things going on
they're trying to put something together.
Yeah.
This whole thing's a fucking mess. Like,
it's going to
there's
be
a reason. You know what? You know why states wouldn't go against it? Because a state did not have the money to pay the class action lawsuit that gets put in place.
Yeah.
When you tell people that they can do something legally, and then you go back and snatch the rug out from under them, you put yourself into a place legally where every company that is affected can file into a class action lawsuit. Now, which the federal government is the only one that has the money. Well, we think they have the money, but hell, they can't even afford to fucking run over here shutting down and shit. So, will they cave whenever the class action lawsuit comes? You know what I mean? But there's it's just a fucking mess.
This is going to come to a head. It's going to have to come to a head because there's too much that the federal government is sticking their nose in.
It's too much bureaucratic bullshit.
Yeah, it's not working. Nothing is working. That mother, I can't stand that son of a bitch who tagged that along on that bill. Now this bill,
Mitch McConnell, motherfucking cocksucker.
And Rand Paul busted his ass trying to keep it from happening. Yeah. I'll give that man that. You know what I mean? Yes. I've seen a lot of. He busted his ass trying to keep that from happening. But here's the thing: why didn't the rest of the damn Democrats go against it too? It's good and bad on both sides. That's the thing about it. And Mitch McConnell has always been against everything. Anything cannabis.
Yeah. That motherfucker looks like he should be horizontal in a box, man.
Yeah. Hey, he looks like the Emperor from the damn Star Wars movie back in the day.
Yeah, he does.
Mm-hmm. A little bit. So
one of the things go ahead, Jericho.
We're working on a T-shirt design, and I think I'm just going to go with the one that made me lose my my big Instagram account, and we're just going to go with the American flag pot leaf design that I had before. Joe likes that. Joe likes that design. I like that. Cole likes that design. Know your grow, sow your grow. No, or was it no, sow, and grow? I don't know. It was on the fucking intro. I'm pretty fucking stoned now. This hash is really good. Or this
Nice.
I like it.
Right.
Yeah, resin and or dabs. I don't know. I put a bunch of shit in the weed in this metal bowl I got.
Did you put some chivies in there too?
I think so. Some chivies. But here's the point of it: is know your seeds, sow your seeds, and grow your seeds. Fuck the ban. There you go.
Oh shit!
All y'all are lucky enough to be in a legal state to be able to do that. I can't do that here.
Yeah.
You know, that's the only fucking thing that sucks ass about where I'm at. You know, hey, it is what it is. I could always uproot my family and move away to a legal state, but
yeah,
my lady will not be having that.
No.
They're just getting paid by big pharma and the liquor corporations.
That is absolutely true.
That's right.
Well,
I'm reading comments.
Well, what are they going to do?
it.
What are they going to do if they catch you now? What are they going to do? Throw you back in fucking jail?
They most certainly will.
They're letting people
20 to life. 20 to life, not no more.
Now, don't get me wrong. There are tons. It's just like where I live at, Joe.
In the fucking country.
Yeah, it's just like where I live at. It's still against the law here, but they don't fuck with people about just weed. You know what I mean? Like, and the cops will tell you, we don't have problems with people that smoke weed. We have problems with people on meth, on pills, drunk, or jacked up on the cocaine and stuff. I mean, it's the bad shit that affects people detrimentally that they have the problem with now. And it seems like a lot of their focus has shifted away from weed, thankfully.
You know what their problem is? They can't recognize, they can't come to the realization that something that's so recreational can be so at so much service to some people.
Yeah.
That it's not that the medical side of it outweighs the recreational side of it. It's that it accomplishes both things at the same time, and they can't understand that, and they don't want to accept that.
Well, here's the thing, and I have been at the damn meetings at the House here in my state where they were trying to propose bills to stop CBD flower, because when you make it legal, they no longer can smell weed in your car, and that be grounds for them to search you. When you take that, there's a percentage of how many searches are done strictly because of the smell of marijuana.
Well,
and that amount,
legal, they can't do that.
Well,
in a state that's legal, it comes.
If you're from a state, no. Here's the thing. Here it's called a caveat. So reciprocity and caveats. Yeah. Now, if here you go. You ready for this? If you live in Illinois and you visit Wisconsin cannot fuck with you if your vehicle's registered from Illinois. You blah blah blah. You smell like weed. They can't search your car based upon the smell of weed because your car was legally possessing, consuming, or smelling of weed where it's from. Part two to that.
Okay.
If you have a medical marijuana prescription from Illinois and you cross that imaginary real line, but that imaginary line in Beloit, South Beloit,
yeah,
it's just like having a morphine prescription in Wisconsin. They accept it. But now, if I fall and I got an ounce of weed in my pocket and I fall and the ambulance takes me, sorry, Bob, I fall and the ambulance takes me to Wisconsin's hospital because the one in fucking South Beloit, and I've got a fucking half pound of weed in my book bag and it's legal for me over here, but it ain't over there. Guess who's going to prison for 40 years?
Yep.
I want you to think about that. They don't matter. They don't care.
Well, what can I tell you?
Here I highlighted the comment, and this is a fact. Due to overcrowding in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, they released 2 murderers and several gangbangers, and then arrested 5 people that were selling fucking weed.
Sounds about right.
That's horrible.
You know what it is? You know, it's the same way down there. You know,
It's a
down
money
there-
grab.
down there in Atlanta. You know why I know about the same thing going on down there in Atlanta, because they want everybody. They want to control everybody. They want everybody on paper. You know, they want to control the masses. That's what they're doing.
What?
I don't think this country. You know, we already realized the two-party system is broken. It's been broken since I was a kid, and it's still going on. You know, they got to do something about this. The way government is running up there. It's 4 years of saying I ain't doing what you're telling me I'm going to do, and when they take over, well, it's 4 more years of the same shit. I ain't doing what you're going to tell me to do. You know, and nothing gets fucking done. It's sickening. You know, where do
They go back and forth, and they just get paid.
We're the fucking laughing stock. Our government is the laughing stock of this fucking world at this point. You know?
Ugh.
Don't get me going.
Don't get me
Get him going. He's 147 years old. You'll get his blood peckles furled. All right, Hercules, you deserve a treat, but you need to go outside first. Do you want cheddar bacon or do you want regular bacon?
Cheddar bacon.
That's usually what he's been picking. Come on, Bob, you got to go outside first.
My issue is we keep printing up money, raising inflation, and giving it to other countries.
Yeah,
I don't like that either.
Making us better. Let's focus on us, and then we'll worry about the rest of the world when we're ready for it.
It's like trying to save a drowning person.
They think on the world stage.
Drown
You know, we've been giving the money away for so long. Now the rest of the world expects it.
Yeah.
You know, and but they don't realize. You know, they won't take care. They won't take care of the veterans in this country.
No.
Come on, the veterans in this country, that should be number one on the fucking priority list here.
Well, I mean, the mentally ill need to be helped.
They should take people. Yeah. They should take care of people in their own country before they're taking care of the rest of the world.
Yeah.
That's what I believe, and that's what every other country out there believes. You don't see them giving their fucking money away, do you?
Shit.
We don't get
shit
from them.
The UK don't do nothing but dump money to fucking people other than their own people.
Yeah.
I mean, what's going on in the UK right now? What's going on in Ireland?
Who do you think we got over here?
Australia, same thing.
Fucking country. Who did you know that wrote all them fucking laws back then?
Did you know that London is now the minority population of London is British?
Yep.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yep.
But that's why gold and silver are going up, is the dollar is becoming worthless.
Well, I mean, hell, if you look at the amount of people that are on the government assistance from other countries that never get a job.
Yeah.
They've been on this shit for 14 years. They'll never get a job because they're given free housing, free health care, free money, free food. Why would they?
I saw somebody, they've been here for 34 years.
What's going to happen is that the dollar is going to, like you said, the dollar is getting worthless and worthless.
Yeah.
It's not going to be the world currency anymore. They're going to change that. And once that happens, you know, there's going to be a whole economic upset throughout that's going to ripple around the globe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's why they want, you know, CBDCs or whatever they're called, cryptocurrencies.
Cryptocurrency today is taking a beating.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're going to buy Bitcoin, this is the time to do it.
Yeah, but look at where it dipped to the last time.
It
shut up. Come on, Bob. 16 all the way back down to like 6, and then turned around and ran all the way up until now.
Well,
so the next boom you watch.
It was up there around 107 or 109, and now it's down to 84.
It's 93,
and it's still going back. Today. And I read stuff about it that you know, people don't. They just robbed. They just robbed $100 billion worth of electricity trying to mine these bitcoins, or some shit like that. It was
wow.
It's all screwed up, man. But I don't think Bitcoin is going to be. That's why people are going back to silver and gold, and that's why you're going to have a takeoff in the silver and gold
Good,
commodity.
DB.
Damn right, DB.
All right, Sing Girl 420. Thanks for coming in. This was Cranky Politics with Gold Eagle.
I don't think he said anything that anybody can argue with. You know what I mean?
No, but and here's the point. I'm gonna tell you something.
We all look at it a little differently, but we all can agree on.
Here, let me put him up here. This motherfucker is 68 years old. He's a Navy veteran. He's got a right to say whatever the fuck he wants, and people are going to listen. And that's all there is to it.
Jericho, I'm older than that.
I know, but
you don't.
You're 96. He didn't say. I didn't. I'm surprised he didn't say 109. Joe's 109 fucking years old. He was here before electricity.
All right, Hercules. Do you want cheesy bacon or regular bacon? You're going to choose.
Jericho's over here talking to the dog.
True. I've been watching the government be broken for so
Which one?
long.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They ain't going to fix it. If they did fix it, that'd be the perfect government, and no one would ever vote them out. And that would be like what? A monarchy or whatever. We'd be like we'd have the new royal family of some shit.
Well, look what's happening. You got the two parties. You got the Republicans and the Democrats, and now you got left wing and right wing way
out there,
and it's almost like
Uncle Strawberry, welcome in.
Like a drop of water, it's separating from the rest of them.
It is
on both sides of the aisle too, and they can't. Something's going to explode. Something's not. It's too much.
People are reacting much more. You
don't see
physically. It's getting out of hand.
The Republicans, they're both losing members. I'm a registered voter, but I don't partake in a party. Yeah. I don't want to be labeled as a party. When I was in the military, I registered to vote, and I registered as an independent, and I'm glad I did. So I ain't got to side with these assholes.
Yeah.
Right. Vote based on policy.
Yeah. Well,
what do I believe in?
Either though, there, Kyle. we have a mayor coming into Seattle. She's a socialist. She has her policy that she's running on is free everything for everybody.
That's the one living out of her parents' basement.
Yes, the one living in her parents' basement. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
She's never had a real job. She wouldn't show up.
This motherfucker can't even. I'm surprised this bitch can wipe her ass. She's gonna be the motherfucking mayor.
Yep.
Well, look at what we got going on in New York.
Look here. That tells you how many people you have in that area that are that fucking stupid that they voted that in.
I know. They're out of their mind.
I mean, I whatever. I don't. Everybody. That's the beauty of our country. Everybody is free to do it how they want.
Well, they have to live with the
Hey, Jericho, she's cruising for a spanking, ain't she? I see what she's writing there.
So hey, here's a little something I learned, Brian, might interest you about cannabis.
Yeah.
Cannabis makes the blood in your capillaries flow faster, which is why it's such a good like pain reliever, because it's like good blood out or in, bad blood out, that type of deal. It flushes the system a little bit. That's why your eyes turn red. You know what I'm saying? The capillaries, the blood's going through them a little faster.
I thought that was from coughing too hard and holding.
No, that's the THC. But another effect it has, because the capillaries, the blood's running so fast, it makes you sweat. If you notice when you smoke some pot, you get a little sweaty. Well, sweat is the body's reaction to heat, so it's cooling you off. Mm-hmm. So that, sir, is scientific evidence that smoking pot makes you cooler. It's
a good point.
Yeah.
We all knew that from high school.
Yeah.
Right? That's true.
That's where I learned high school biology.
DB says, anybody else a big fan of Vlad the Impaler?
Of who?
Vlad the Impaler. Joe knew him.
I know exactly who it is.
He was on Ghostbusters.
No.
I'm super excited, everybody. Did I tell you, Joe? So since like the mental health system in the United States is fucked up. If you guys know, like Joe's a vet, he's a vet. You're a vet. She was married. Lynn was married to a vet.
Yep.
I'm one.
Yep.
You're a
All right.
veteran, Roger.
Yeah, I was in the Coast Guard.
Oh, nice.
I mean,
Thank you
it's
for your
not
service,
DOD, but it's Homeland Security.
So getting into mental health, even for vets, is it's sickening. Like the VA is horrible for mental health. Now imagine for normal people, just not vets. It's even
not,
worse.
It's not good.
No, it's not.
No. So I've been like, when I was living in Wisconsin for 6.5 years, I was on the wait list for a fucking psychiatrist. I'm fucking crazy. Like literally fucking crazy. I need help. And I'm on the wait list. Like I'm certifiably fucking insane. And they got me on the wait list. Like, wow. It baffled people that knew me. Like, seriously, I'm on the wait list. And it's just because they don't have anybody to help people. There's so many people that need help.
Yeah.
But there's so many people that think they need help because the internet tells them they do. That's the other thing. But now I do have to say that
Should we be afraid and not piss you off or what?
Nah. I spent over a year around him. I spent a year around him. I don't even know what he's talking about. He ain't fucking crazy.
It's depression. So like, when I moved to Illinois, we got stuff set up, and then they switched my insurance stuff. Like Jess and I had all the appointments scheduled, and like we went to this hospital, and this I've been seen like 5 times there, and all of a sudden, like the insurance lady's like, oh. By the way, we like walked 3 miles to get to the fucking appointment, yada, yada, yada. The insurance lady is like, oh, you can't go to your appointment because we're afraid we're not going to get paid. But they've been paid the last 5 times.
Yeah.
And then they canceled.
Tried to kill you. They tried to kill you down here.
Yeah. Like, so like it canceled my psych appointment that I had finally gotten and all the stuff that we had like worked towards getting. So like it's disheartening to like. So then now you have to redo all that shit.
You know why do you know why that happens? That happens because all these companies,
Obamacare,
are supplemented by the government, and they can fuck the government whenever they want and get on the government tit and and not pay for shit when it comes to the people that need it.
Yeah.
That's another part of the problem, a part of the governmental involvement problem.
Yeah. Well, you see, I always thought that if you make somebody do something under threat, that's of any sort, that's called extortion. When my government told me you have to have health insurance or we're going to steal your money out of your freaking IRS refund, when they told me that, I felt under duress. That's extortion. My government extorted me.
But no, so
have this. You have no choice. You got to have this, or we're going to take your money. If I did that, to one of my neighbors,
Cole, all well and good. That's an understandable point. But you got to look on the other hand too.
No, I get it that I got good health care. I just didn't like being forced as an American. I don't like being forced. I don't like my hand being forced to do anything. You know, if you want me to have, if you're going to offer me good health insurance that's affordable, I'm going to take it. You don't have to force my hand.
But when all they offer you is a shit sandwich.
If they offer me a shit sandwich and force my hand, then I shouldn't have to take it. You know,
I agree.
So I just have
same as the vaccine, same as the COVID vaccine. They'll sit here and try to tell people they have to take it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Hell no.
I didn't take it.
Yeah,
I didn't
my
either.
cousin lost her job because she couldn't take. She wouldn't take it, and
I
then
didn't.
I'm going to
yeah,
tell you what
sure.
I'm going to tell you what the problem is here. The problem is that if they had, if everybody in this country who wanted health care paid $20 a month, that went into a fund that took care of everybody's health, that would be able, it would work.
Yeah.
But what's going on? What's going on here is that
People are abusing the system.
Yes.
the government is collecting taxes, and they're saying they're allocating. All right, well, let's put this amount towards health care, and it doesn't match what would be going in if everybody paid $20 a month.
Yeah.
So therefore, it's underfunded because they're allocating money to the military.
Yeah.
You know, God knows how many bombs that we're gonna build and sell to Russia, so they can bomb the Ukraine, and we can go spend money in the Ukraine and build their country up again.
Yeah.
You know,
We even gave $6 billion to Iran not 2 years ago, and they're chanting "Kill America."
You know, I got a high school education. I went to a year of college. I got educated in the military in my field of work, and but you know, I'm of average intelligence. I'm a
Preheat's done. Pizza rolls.
I'm a regular guy. You know, I worked all my life. I'm living on a pension, and I'm trying to enjoy myself. So I'm not the brightest light in the room. But Jesus Christ, even I know.
It's common sense.
Even I know, for
Yeah.
Christ's sake. If I know everybody else should know too. That's all I'm saying. Don't get, you know, that's the second rant I went on.
But no, Joel, so my excitement that I was talking about was that after they screwed all my stuff up or whatever, I finally was able to reschedule everything, and I got in for tomorrow. So I'm able to finally, I got my appointments and stuff scheduled for tomorrow. So I'm super stoked about that.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good to hear you're going to get some help.
See, in Illinois, they got that telehealth thing, but they can actually prescribe you your meds based upon prior prescriptions. You don't have to be seen in person.
Yeah.
You just have to have been seen for that in person by someone at some point.
Yeah, but it depends on the medicine that they're giving you too.
It's for psych meds.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's obviously not for dope. You ain't getting no pain meds that way.
Well, could you imagine the shit people would be trying to do? They'd be keeping fucking dead family members and be propping them up in front of the fucking camera like a fucking.
It's not like you're walking into West Virginia going,
"Shoo, boy."
What the hell?
Let's not worry about your money.
Shit.
The things people do never
In the
cease to
mountains.
amaze. Never cease to amaze.
All I got to say is the excitement living in the mountains down there. I've been talking to different people about the things that I encountered and saw. Like the
Mountains
the
are a
people
good trailer
walking.
park. A good trailer park's
Yeah.
a good place to see some interesting shit.
Well, no, because I never knew that you know that they had a meth village inside of an abandoned area in the mountains, and like until I seen like people coming out of the woods and shit in the dark with no lights. They just started wandering like through the booby trapped areas, like
Like The Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead, and
Yeah.
the cops are looking for these people, and like they're. But we're talking in the middle of like deadly mountainous areas, like
Bears.
bears and mountain lions and shit. These tweakers are up there. They're like 60 pounds soaking wet,
Yeah.
looking like they should be freezing to death in the mountains, up in the mountains, hungry, cold, wet. living in the woods.
We all online like this.
Yeah,
It's insane to me.
the drug epidemic is fucking real.
Yeah,
You know, and
that's true story.
It's at a point like, you know, I think we're seeing now that we ain't never really seen it to this level, and it could just be the mass population, but it seems to be. And I seen a video from Seattle, Washington, where this guy went into this. He used to be a homeless camp, and I mean, it was just like an acre or two of just complete scattered trash. You know, needles everywhere laying on the ground, and they just picked up and moved on, kind of, you know, nomadic like.
Yeah.
And it was, you know, they're talking about how big of a problem this is across the whole country.
Well, over there in Seattle, they totally went, you know, drugs. They're not going to be penalized for any kind of drug.
None.
They decriminalized drugs over there, and that's what caused that epidemic. But you had the same thing going on in Pennsylvania, in the Kensington. They got the same videos out there about the Kensington.
Oh, it's terrible. Yeah.
Well, now here's the thing, Joe. If you look like you're able to pay the fine, they'll give you a ticket and they'll arrest you and charge you and everything. If you look like you can pay a fine. But if you're a homeless drug user, stealing and boosting and hustling on the street, doing all this illegal shit, they're not going to touch you because they know you can't pay the citation they give you or the bond or the arrest or whatever. You're just going to cost them money. So they're not going to arrest that guy. They're going to arrest me for jaywalking. See, they're going to give me a ticket for jaywalking.
And get a couple bucks out of you.
Like somebody who can pay the ticket.
Yep.
So Seattle is just so backward. They defunded the police. You know, we have so few police, it's not even funny.
The next girl, welcome in.
And then hell, the police can't do but so much, you know.
Well, no, a while back, we had a violent guy living in my house here, and he ended up with a head full of methamphetamine and a big 3-foot spear, and he was throwing it into the ground in front of our house and like intimidating people with it and threatening people. You know, saying he was going to kill certain people, not certain people, but he was just tweaking. Yeah, he was tweaking, but he was going to kill the Jews. He was going to kill the rats. He was going to, and whatever he was saying, he was just tweaking. But so we called 911, and then I went down to the end of the block and started stopping people from walking down this side of the street because the guy's violent. He's got this big spear, man. I don't know what he's going to do with it. So I called the police on the phone. Said, he's armed with a 3 to 4 foot spear that he bought somewhere, and he's out of his mind, and he's going to hurt somebody if you don't get here right away. 6 hours later.
Wow.
Well, fortunately, he was still here. He's on the front porch, and they called my number to come take the report. Figured he was gone. I figured he was gone because I hadn't heard anything from him because he left. But finally, he left. He walked away. And then I was like, at that point, well, I'm going back into the house. So when I came down to meet the police, the crazy guy, the guy he was on the front porch steps. So when I opened the door, I pointed to him and I said, that's your guy right there. That's who you're looking for. And so when he stood up and started looking at me like, what are you talking about, man? He started reaching for something in his waist, and the police yoked him up. He had a bunch of knives on him. But it took him 6 hours to respond.
Well, 2 years ago, Seattle had a whole defund the police campaign.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And these are the same people that are going to call 911 the first time trouble happens.
Yeah.
You know what I blame this on? Generation after generation after generation, you got generation X, Y, and Z, gen this, gen that.
Yeah.
All these generations, as they went along, they progressively gotten worse in being coddled, being given everything they want. If Johnny down the block got a new phone, I got to have a better phone. If Susie over here is wearing a $1,000 dress, mine's got to cost $1,200. they get what they want, and I blame generation after generation of this,
Yeah.
and now they figure they could do whatever they want. They can, I can go schizo,
Yeah.
start, take a rifle to school with me. I could do
They're
whatever.
throwing shit on people.
I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah. Joe, let me tell you something, man. I've said this time after time. I am so much dumber than my dad was. My dad was a freaking genius. He could fix anything, man. He lived through the Depression. When something broke, they fixed it because they didn't have any money to pay to buy a new one.
That's right.
He was so smart, man. He rebuilt Cadillacs. He collected and rebuilt Cadillacs. He loved doing that shit. Very mechanically inclined. He was a musician, though. But he was just wicked smart, man. And I'm so much dumber than he is. And then when I look at my kids, I'm like, my God, you kids are dumb. You just don't know. You don't know anything. You don't even suspect anything, man. Oh my God.
Yep.
Some of the thoughts they come up with. One of them right now wants to expatriate to Uruguay.
That's a nice place.
Oh, it may be a nice place, but
it's amazing down there.
$1 million to be going and emigrating to another country.
It costs a lot of money to go to Uruguay or Paraguay.
Yes,
but they don't have no bullshit down there.
No, they don't.
They do not tolerate any fuckery.
No, well, they do have it is one of the countries that we gave a bunch of money to for their alternative lifestyle studies. I guess I'll put it that way.
Huh.
Yeah. But
that I didn't know.
Yeah. But so they're big on that, I guess. And that's,
they're an alphabet friendly community.
Something like that. I am too. I don't care if anybody's like that. It's none of my business, to be honest with you.
I don't either. It's just how far they want to push it.
That's the thing. I'm not letting somebody call me, make me say something that's not true. But,
that's right. Not playing along with the fairy tale.
That being said, I have children who have alternative lifestyles. That's why one of them wants to move to Uruguay, for crying out loud. They think they'd be better down there. But the problem is, they don't realize it takes $250,000 to immigrate. Literally. I Googled it. That's the only reason I know. It costs $250,000. You have to have at least that much capital to move to Uruguay, or they don't want you.
Yep.
Because otherwise, you're going to be a draw on their system.
Yep. See, that used to be how they kept that place really nice. See, one of my best friends' grandpa, he was a pilot, and he always talked about it was either Uruguay or Paraguay.
Yeah.
But being the most amazing place to go live if you had the money to do it. But you had to have the money to go there because they did not tolerate any bullshit.
Yeah.
And it's I guess, that's just the sense of progression that we're seeing all the way across the fucking world right now is, everybody's wanting to change how things were done. Now, there's a lot of things that needed to be changed. I'm not, we still got a long ways to go. But, you got to have some sense of, all right, this is getting way too fucking far out there. Like Joe said, the far, far lefts, the far, far rights, they're too far. They get out there too fucking far, and then once they kind of integrate themselves into certain systems and start trying to push that bullshit, just like what we got going on here in our schools. Yeah. We didn't never know when we went to school, if we had a fucking gay teacher, we didn't know about it because they didn't talk about their personal life.
Exactly.
Well,
I didn't know the teacher lived.
You might could have figured it out, but you know what I mean? It wasn't, they didn't have no fucking rainbow fucking flag up there behind the damn desk and unicorns sitting on the fucking shelf.
They're trying to promote that agenda. They say that a kid in the second grade is old enough to understand why Tommy's got two daddies, and that's fucking that. You don't even
fucking problem.
Shit. I didn't give a shit until I was reaching down there. I don't want to be surprised.
Yeah.
That's so, that never came up in my life.
No.
We had one of the high schools I went to was kind of a small town, and we had one kid in school that was homosexual, and I thought when I moved there, oh boy, this guy Jeff, man, he's gonna get
Pizza rolls.
I can see already he's going to get harassed. But no, nobody in school gave a shit. And he was very flamboyant and stuff. He was just a flamboyant person.
There were certain
how he was, and they just left it alone because it was none of their damn business. You know?
There were certain people that we went to school with that you had an idea, but they kept to their damn self, and it was none of our. The way I looked at it, that's one less motherfucker I got to worry about trying to hit on my girl.
That's not a bad. Yeah,
I learned really, after I got married, my first wife, her sister was gay, straight out. She didn't hide it. Nothing. The parents didn't talk about it, but she was. I knew, and I grew a respect for her and her friends, and for the lifestyle. That if that's the way. Whatever floats your boat. Nobody, nobody came grabbing my ass because they all knew I was married to her sister. So I'm not, and if they respect that, you respect them. It is no, who cares?
Well, Joe, it's like this. I got a 5-year-old son, and here's my dilemma. Now we got these kids.
Wait, Kyle, wait. I got to explain something to Joe. I'm pretty sure the lesbian ladies didn't grab your ass because you have a pecker.
Yes, this is very true.
You know what I'm saying. That's all. You know what
I mean, Joe, that's what they call the menage a nasty. You know what I mean? But I got a 5-year-old son, and at some point, I'm going to have to explain to him when there's some kid that's confused. There's going to be some little boy in a dress. There's going to be some little girl that's trying to be done up like a boy. Now, how the fuck am I supposed to explain to my kid I feel it's detrimental to explain that is not right. That is not the way that's not the way it works. What you were born with is what you are.
You don't tell them that the kid has problems. You tell them that his mommy and daddy have mental health problems.
That's exactly right, because the kid has problems from that too, but I don't want to have to talk down upon some kid, because at the end of the day, it's just a child. The child's been fucking taught the wrong things. Kids are fucking computers. They know what the fuck they see and hear. They got their own little imaginations. They go, crazy out there, far left field, right field, whatever, but still they kind of, they focus more on what they hear and see than anything. And it sucks that I'm going to have to explain to my son at some point that some fucking other little kid is confused. And that's not right. And I don't want him to also look down on that kid either and treat that kid differently because of that. So, not only do I have to teach him that's not right, but I also have to teach him, look, you don't hold that against him either.
You got to look at it this way too. You're not going to have to explain this to a 5-year-old or a 6-year-old child. You might have to explain it to an 11 to a 13-year-old child. Yes.
Joe, they got them out here. They got them out here at 6, 7 years old. You got little boys out here wearing dresses and girls' clothes at 6, 7 years old now. It's a fucking problem.
Really?
Yes, sir. I wish it didn't happen. I wish this wasn't something that was taking place, but it is.
Wow. Then it's worse than I thought. Then
you got kids.
And here's going to be
know how to deal with that.
The answer's in chat, and here's where you're going to take your kid out of school. Are you ready? Highlight that, Joe. The last comment in chat.
What?
And you got kids over here wanting to take their litter box to school,
That?
Up one. There you go. Oh. No, up one. His teacher. The indoctrination to the insanities is mainly coming from the public school system.
Yeah.
Well,
and that's what... And
that's because these teachers are forced by the government to teach their agenda.
Well, no, I think it's one of those things.
The government thinks that these kids are old enough to understand this kind of shit, so let's teach it to them.
Well, no, because not all teachers are doing this. There's only certain teachers that are pushing that shit. It's like the class he's in right now. I've been in there. I've seen, there's nothing unusual. There's kids of all nationalities in there, which that's cool. But there's no confused. There's no little boys sitting in there thinking they're little girls. There's no little girls in there thinking that their little boys. So, rest assured, that'd be one of the damn red flags that go up that would cause me to look into alternatives.
You gotta try and figure out. All right, if there's a little boy trying to be a little girl, or vice versa, whatever. First of all, where are they getting the idea from?
From the parents.
Yeah.
And can it, if it's from the parents, then that's one problem. But if it's not from the parents and they're getting it because this is the way they are, this is the way they're wired, then that has to be accepted.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Joe, I have a son who's bisexual, right? And I have another son who's poly. He has, multiple whatever. I'm not sure how it all works, but at any rate, when my son came out to me as bi, I just told him, I said, what you do, you're a grown man.
Yeah.
What you do in your bedroom is your business, son, and it's really none of mine. And I'm going to support you no matter what you do, or so it doesn't really matter to me. However, somehow in that, he got, because I'm kind of a conservative person, and I belong to a certain religious organization, that somehow he got out of that I don't care he's bisexual. So therefore, I must not care about him. Because if I don't,
you don't celebrate it.
I don't care about him, his well-being or something. And
you don't celebrate
now he's pissed at me. Been pissed at me for years about that. Him and his big sister both. Yeah.
That's tough. You can't choose what your kids will do.
No, and I'm not trying to. I'm trying
to and and that's
Yeah.
That sucks. That's a tough place to be. I mean, that's kind of like somebody telling you that you gotta it's went from just not accepting a person for what they do is not enough.
Yeah.
Now they want you to fully support it with I don't get it.
You got to understand this. What you got to take the good with the bad.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
Equal and opposite actions, reactions. When you do one thing, something else is going to happen. You want to try and get people in third world countries from being persecuted by just take the female situation where they got to be all dressed up and they can't do nothing, or this, that, and the other thing. You want to stop things.
Can't
like
go to
that.
school. Can't go to school.
Yeah, can't get educated.
Can't drive. Can't go to school.
All of that
if you want to change that,
know what you're doing.
Somebody else is going to come up with an idea that if you're going to do that, you got to do this also.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying you got to take, you start a movement, that little pebble starts falling down the mountain. Eventually you could have a landslide.
Yeah, but you take that, for example. Now, the same people that are out there rioting and raising the most hell and losing their motherfucking shit are the same people that support that shit.
Yeah.
It's just like, you got all these people that are support, the gays, and you got this supporting all the Muslim stuff and everything. They don't tolerate that there.
Yeah, in a Muslim country. Yeah.
So I get it. What you're seeing done in these third world countries is heinous. There's nothing about, war and shit like that that's not heartbreaking. On both sides. People getting killed, civilians being killed, no matter where it's at, no matter who they are. Kids and women and men that aren't military being killed is fucking, it just should not take place. You'd think by now where we're at in history, they would be able to figure out a way to do things without innocent people being involved.
I think history is just repeating itself over and over again.
Yeah. It does, because like Joe said, nothing ever gets fucking fixed.
Yeah.
And there's too many people that get rich off of war.
Yeah. Well, you know,
just
that's
like there's
fact. The
just like
economy's
there's
always
too
better
many
to
people
earn
that
more.
get rich. Too many people get rich off of health care. That's
Yeah.
why health care is fucked like it is.
Yeah.
There's so much fraud, so much abuse, and we're seeing it. Look at Minnesota. They're ripping
Yep.
Minnesota a new asshole right now over all the bullshit that they've been doing up there.
Oh, Somali millions.
Yeah, they should, and they should be. These people have legitimately found a loophole. The government up there in place has let them do this because they've gotten kicked. Hell, the Lutheran Church got like $3,000 per person that they, I guess, some supported them coming there or whatever, some shit. But they've been racking it up there. You know, I mean, it's just massive fraud, massive fraud. These are the problems.
I agree. I agree with, you know, it doesn't seem that extreme what you're saying there, DB. You know, I understand that, and that can be, you know, they're doing mind games all over the place. You know, they've been doing it for years. And you know, I don't know what it's gonna take. It's not gonna be cured in my lifetime. I'll assure you that. You know, but I'd like to know how it's gonna end up.
It's gonna be World War III.
Something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen.
Just like they said about Dearborn and damn Columbus. You know what I mean? You got all these areas. I mean, people that come here that want to, you know, that embrace this country and what it make the opportunities and possibilities. Those are the people that, you know, that's what this country was founded by. People coming here for a better option.
Yeah.
But the people that come over here and then start protesting, screaming, you know, death to America, you came over. They paid for you to come over here. They've given you all this shit for free, and the only thing you could figure out to do was to go out there and protest and say death to America. Why in the fuck are you even here?
Well, that's the same. You know, look at. It's the young people that are gonna. It's the young people that are gonna have their hands on this country, and just the past couple of years with this with the war between Israel and Palestine.
Yeah.
Why should that be brought up on the campuses in our colleges?
Yeah.
Why should these people think that because they can camp out and sit in there and protest and do all this kind of shit, that it's actually going to do some kind of change?
Yeah.
How can they get this idea? You know,
it has changed. It's pushed everybody that had a damn decent mind on their a decent brain.
You know why
over to the other side.
You know why they do this? Because the government is infiltrating these college campuses with these rioters, these shit stirrers.
Yep.
And these shit stirrers are gathering these people who are from Palestinian background or from Israeli background or whatever, and stirring the fucking pot. And that's what they're doing. They're taking
same thing they did with the Black Panthers. Same thing they did with the fucking Power Boys or whatever the fuck them weird fuckers were. That
you're talking about history repeating itself. There it is, right there.
While we're over here arguing, talking about this, we're not talking about what's really happening behind the curtain. That's the whole point behind it. They keep us focused on shit like this and consumed by this.
Well, is that what I'm sending these kids to college for? So they can sit there and protest? Are they learning anything out of this bullshit? They should have no. You know, I can understand when they shot 4 dead in Ohio. That was a different cause. That was a different. You know, actually, it was the same cause.
What do you mean shot 4 dead?
For our own people, not for two countries that we should have nothing to do with.
I mean, I don't think anybody should be getting shot dead for their, you know, opinions, and I don't think, you know, that's never. I mean, violence has never taken anything in the positive direction, to be quite honest. I mean, if anything, it just makes everybody else realize how irrational one side is, and you know, people kind of trickle over to the other side because, like, you can. I agree with a lot of things that a liberal will say. I believe people should be able to do certain things and everything that they want to do as long as it doesn't, affect other people. But when you go out and then you're like, no, I want to put this all in everybody's face, and I want I want my own day, and I want to go out here and have my parades, and the stuff that goes on at these from the stuff that I've seen that has went on at stuff like this, and then you got kids sitting over there. These people take their kids there because they want the support. That's wrong. That's wrong as it can be. Kids shouldn't be seeing this shit.
I don't want to see some of the shit that happens in some of these.
Hell,
Now,
I ain't
some
never
of them I
been to
don't
one
mind.
because I don't.
I've seen some. No, I've seen it on YouTube because it's free. They allow it on YouTube. Now I can't even put up some weed videos without getting put 18. But they can have some of these pride parades on YouTube without being blurred.
You're shitting me.
This goes to exactly what I'm saying. You got to take the good with the bad. If I'm going to be able to have a festival that's going to have marijuana tents and marijuana paraphernalia and newfangled smoking methods and debs and rigs and this, that, and the other thing all over, and all these why can't the LBQSY, whatever they are?
Not a problem. But they're walking down Main Street with their cocks hanging out and 5-year-olds sitting on the sidewalk like it's 4th of July.
That's right. At a marijuana event, it's plus 20. It's 21 and up.
There are laws that are in effect that you can't walk down Main Street with your dick hanging out.
Not for them.
Not in Seattle.
It's lewd and it's not tolerated.
No, it's not, Joe. It's allowed.
Hey, Joe. In Seattle, what they do is they put body paint over their naked body, and then they're out there flopping around, riding bicycles,
and there's kids sitting on the sidewalk
doing everything else. And the lawyers on Wall Street are manipulating the market by loopholes and everything like that, and getting away with.
Yeah, but what's going on Wall Street's not affecting the kids, Joe.
Sure it is. It's taking money out of somebody's mouth.
Yeah, but money being taken and polluting their brains and poisoning their brains with indoctrinated shit. Two different stories.
My point being is, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. You got to take the good with the bad. You're gonna get this when you go that far.
But
that's what we're saying. They've gone too far.
Yeah, well, they keep on going, and there's they're figuring out. Look at your president right now, the orange guy. Anything he does,
that's all. Hey, that's everybody's president.
He's gonna sue your ass if he don't like the way the way you pick your nose. He's gonna sue you. And he's. But
they also said they was gonna control ladies' periods. I ain't seen shit on that yet, so I'll believe it when I see it.
He's threatening. He threatens to sue everybody.
Yeah,
that's what he does. He threatens. I don't care. I don't care if I win or lose. It's gonna be tied up in court for years. And no one's going to be happy. That's what they want. And nothing ever gets accomplished. Nothing.
Well,
if I have to make a decision, I'm going to decide that Congress is going to have 5 weeks off. When we come back, we'll see what happens.
We need some term limits.
We'll have another 5 weeks off. I don't give a fuck.
They need some term limits. That's what they need.
Are needed so badly.
Get rid of lobbyists. Get rid of lobbying and apply term limits.
Get rid of
get rid of lobbyists. Apply term limits. What was the other fucking thing I was going to say?
They tried fighting lobbyists back in the late 70s and the early 80s.
There's too much money. They'll never win that. I mean, that's what funds every one of them's elections.
Yeah.
That's
get rid of the electoral college.
That's for real. 100%.
And perp walks. I want stoning down the fucking street again.
Right? No, I'll tell you, man. I saw a documentary today about Libya and Gaddafi, and he instituted this thing where every year they had University Day. And it was supposed to be a big thing about this university in Libya. Let's have a basketball game. Only problem was, before the basketball game in Libya, they had to have a good old execution.
Wow.
So they brought a guy in who had studied abroad, and so naturally he was a spy and enemy of the state. So they had a people's court set up or whatever, a panel of people, and they all jumped up and accused him of all this stuff. Oh, long story short, that's what they did is they hung him in the gym in front of everybody on TV, and that was like an annual thing from there on out. Every day on University Day, Gaddafi would hold these public, and look what happened to Gaddafi. He didn't turn out so well in the end,
No.
Yeah, people hated him real quick for doing stuff like that. But
Purple walks and term limits.
yeah, the whole thing, like, I'm not gonna say things that aren't true because you're trying to claim that you're one thing that you're not, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I respect people more than that, but I do believe that love is love, no matter how whatever your predilection is. That's just the way it is. It's the way it's always been. Throughout time, there have been people who have had an attraction for whatever, and it's just the way it is.
Yeah, obviously you can't choose for your kids, and you can't choose for other people.
Yeah.
God forbid, my son, grow up and have a different set of attractions than I do.
Yeah.
I'd love him no less.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd support him no less.
Yeah, well, of course.
But I'd be
Joe, I just emailed you a link.
disappointed.
Yeah.
A little bit disappointed, but that would pass because that's your son, and that don't make a fuck.
That's fine.
You can't. I'd rather him be happy and live his life his way than to try to live it my way and be.
Exactly.
If he's got to live it his way.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm fortunate. Mine at this point shows a lot of attention towards the women. So at this point, I'm everything's going right along as it seems it should. So
yeah.
And you never, like you said, Cole, you never know what's going to happen. They're going to do what they do.
Yeah.
But I don't think a lot of us got what's going on TV.
I do believe teachers ought to be keeping their own political and personal lives out of the classroom.
Well, that and TV,
Yeah.
everything that is on fucking Disney has some kind of LGBTQ bullshit wrapped up in it.
See, I don't
Every
even have a
single
TV.
thing, even
I don't
commercials,
Yeah, I don't
everything.
watch damn things. Yeah.
If they start a damn TV channel or a certain program that just did non-woke television,
Yeah.
I'm not saying let's go Christian Bible crazy far right. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
Let's just simple non-silliness.
Yeah.
There's
Just
there's a $1 million idea for somebody that's got the funds.
Another thing, a news channel that only shows good news.
Oh yeah.
Wouldn't that be something? I'd watch that all day long, man.
Yeah. Just report the truth.
Yeah.
That's exactly my thing. Is I don't watch mainstream media news at all.
Yeah, neither do I.
Because it's
I don't
all
either.
propaganda.
Yeah.
Well, they just pick and choose what they want to support and what they want to show.
And they're bought and paid for.
Oh yeah.
Jericho.
Yep.
Yeah, bro.
Those are those crazy Canucks.
What are you shaking up?
Don't matter. It's the same thing. It's the same motherfuckers.
What you mean?
And that came from Jessica.
I
Jessica sent me a link. Show it, Joe. Put it up on the thing. Joe, we're talking about them motherfucking them fanny nannies and fucking where they got their dingle dangles hanging out. Jessica sent me a link and I sent it to Joe in an email. We don't need to see that shit. Joe got to see a bunch of dicks running around fucking on YouTube.
You could.
Yeah.
That's been. There's certain places here in New York.
Some more.
There's beaches out in Long Island that are specifically nude beaches. It's it's a place for people to go if that's what they want to do. They've been catering to that for years.
DB said that's
you're right.
disgusting.
No, if you don't want to see it, don't go.
But I'm pretty sure most people don't take their kids down there either. You know what I mean?
But here's the thing, DB. DB says that's disgusting, but now here's the thing, is that video that she sent is not set for made for 18. That video is not set for adults. Like, I have this video set for 18 or 21 plus.
That's the whole problem with it right there. Is, you turn on the TV or I turn on Hulu or Netflix, and they got some damn ad for some movie up there with two guys locked up like they're getting ready to fucking kiss. Now, when my kid turns on fucking Hulu, luckily he's got kids that he goes to. But say he hits the wrong button, and then that's the first thing he sees is two dudes about to make out. What the flying fuck?
Say you got you want your kid to watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade, so you look up parades on YouTube. And you got your kid watching
anything I stopped watching anything that was choreographed by a woke audience a long time ago with him. I see some old funny shit. Fuck that. It gets turned off.
My kids, I wasn't around my kids a lot when they were growing up because of my addiction problems, but I did raise some stepchildren, and during which time we had a TV, but we had a DVD player. And all we watched were movies and stuff that us parents, the two of us, picked out.
Yep.
That's what they watched on TV. And there were programs and television programs and whatnot, But other than that, they didn't have access to mainstream whatever. It didn't come into our house, So
that's about the only way you can really make sure your kids aren't seeing that shit when they're around you.
I was raised with I was raised getting told to go outside and do something.
I live in the city. We can't really take that approach here.
Yeah, that's important.
You know what I mean? Like, he can go out there and all that. We take my kids outside a lot, but there ain't no, like I was like that. I grew up in the country, Cole. Get your ass out. Don't stay in this house. You ain't making no messes in here. Go. Come back when it gets dark.
Right.
And we have woods and everything else. We were lucky. You know what I mean? But I live in the city. It's not like I can turn my loose like that.
Yeah.
We got a whole lot. There's a whole, where I'm at, there's been a lot of people move here. It's one of the biggest growing areas in the country.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. There's a lot of great people that have moved here.
Yeah.
Lots of awesome people from all over the world. But with that comes a lot of bad people, just like, and it was here before.
Yeah, just
we had our own bad people before anybody else from anywhere else came here.
Yeah,
but and that's what I tell everybody. I'm like, there's good and bad and everything, and it was here before.
Yeah,
it's just you stacked it on much deeper, but like Joe said, that's the give and take. You know what I mean? Like, you can't get a lot of the good without having to find the bad too.
Yeah.
And the problem is nobody wants to deal with the bad the right way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If the really truly bad got dealt with the right way, the world would be a safer place. They wouldn't be out there repeating, offending over and over again. And
that's a fact.
I agree. People make mistakes and people change.
Yeah.
I've known people that have done things and have never done anything since. Yeah. So I know there are, it's hard to figure out that, that's a hard job, I guess, to figure out where fixable and non-fixable is. But you would think after enough offenses, we would handle it a little differently now. Like, you've been given multiple opportunities.
Yeah.
To get straightened out.
I saw a story in a Kent newspaper, Brian. It was from a couple of years ago about a fella that got busted in a stolen car with every drug known to mankind. including fentanyl, cocaine, heroin, you name it, he had it in large amounts, no small, nothing under an ounce. Had pounds of fentanyl. Anyways, stolen guns, and they said 14-time offender gets arrested again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
And I'm like, why is he on the street?
Yeah.
He got the whole story was because this was his like 15th time doing the exact same thing: stolen car, stolen gun, and drugs.
Yeah.
He just kept turning him in and out of prison, letting him in and out. That just doesn't make sense.
Well, there's people that in like New York City, they've been arrested 58 times, multiple offenses, violent offenses at that.
Yeah.
And they still they get arrested and then they're immediately released without bond.
There was a girl just murdered on the light rail down here in Charlotte. It's been national news.
Yep.
The guy stabbed her in the fucking neck. She didn't even talk to the guy.
Oh, yeah.
And that guy had been in and out. His own mother begged them to keep him in jail because he was so dangerous.
Yeah.
I guess he attacked his sister or something like that.
Yeah.
And I mean, his own mother.
The Ukrainian girl that fled.
Yes.
Ukraine.
Yes. That poor girl just got off work and was sitting on a damn light rail going home and minding her own business. And this guy just stands up and from behind straight stabs her straight in the neck.
Yeah.
She never even seen it coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. 4 people just walked by her as she bled to death.
Yep.
They were just staring at it while it happened.
Well, they were just hoping to God to do turn the knife on them.
But no. Here's why they stood there, because the guy in the subway in New York.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Marine that choked the guy out.
Yeah.
Yep. Daniel Penny.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Fucking,
guy.
And that's the
fucking
thing.
hero. A hero.
Yeah.
The dude did a fucking.
And that's going to be the thing.
Yep.
He did the world.
Well, you know, and luckily where I live at, you know, we strongly support carrying. You know, my dad was a gunsmith.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sorry, but you fuck around, threaten me, and I'm very aware of my surroundings at all times. I've been raised that way. You know, that's where a lot of people they're not aware of their surroundings, and they trust too much around them and put themselves in positions where they're vulnerable. That's the difference between a lot of people, and that's what ends up making you a statistic at times. I've learned don't ever do that shit, and you keep yourself in a position where it pops off. More than likely, you're gonna come out on top.
I was
That's why I don't
recently
go
at
to crowds anymore.
Yeah.
And God forbid that never happens. You know, I don't want to take anybody's life ever.
No.
Oh,
That is not my place in this world. I do not want that. If I wanted that, I signed up, went to the military, and went and done what I could have done. But
well, I joined the Coast Guard. I didn't get shot at.
Yeah.
But you still have to go out there and some shit though. You know what I mean? Like you go out and do a job that 99% of people, you couldn't pay them to go out there and do what the Coast Guard guys do.
Yeah.
Some of it.
They are, you know what I mean? Like there's man, some of the shit them guys have to do is fucking nuts. I couldn't do it. I can't even go deep sea fishing. I spent 10 hours chumming the water. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I was in Alaska. The Gulf of Alaska, and 35-foot swells. And we had waves crashing over our boat, and our boat is 3 stories tall.
Yeah.
Hey, to my defense, when I went deep sea fishing, they took us out between 2 hurricanes.
Ooh.
Oh man.
And when we came back, I was seasick, and the captain made me come inside his boat. That's how bad. I mean, we were going down into this dam, looked like the bottom of a bowl, and there's just water all the way around.
Yeah.
You know, 18, 20 foot all the way around you. Yeah. And you're just, you know, I mean, it was something. Yes, you are. You feel like a little rubber ducky in a big damn bathtub or in a swimming pool. And we seen water spouts and shit going out. Now, the fishing was amazing. I caught 4 fish, puke for 10 hours, and that was my deep sea fishing trip.
Oof.
I was up in the north.
I'm way good on all that.
In one of them storms, we had an 800-foot ship, and I was on the 06 level, 6 stories up, and I caught a greenie coming over the bow. It hit 6 stories up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
and
nuts out
North
there.
Atlantic storm was bad too. I can understand what the Alaskan
The crab fishermen.
thing was, and that's probably a smaller ship than I was on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
our boat was
absolutely.
only 250 feet long.
Yeah, I was on a big 800-foot ship.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
was a buoy tender, so we would go out and pick up the buoys and maintenance them, and then put them back. And
Yeah.
but it was fun. I had a good time.
you put me in one storm like that, and after that, I'd be getting my walking papers. Fuck this.
Yep.
Yeah,
Fuck this. I ain't no damn fish. I'm going to fuck back on land. You put me somewhere else. Transfer.
I'll tell
Army,
you,
Marines, fuck it.
when you went to bed at night, that ship would rock you to sleep.
yep.
Oh.
I missed that.
Hell no.
Oh, I love.
You know, when we were young, Joe,
Baby.
the Boy Scouts used to go down to the Yorktown aircraft carrier that's down in Charleston, and we would stay on that aircraft carrier. I went there like 3 different times with the Boy Scouts, me and my dad, and we would stay on the aircraft carrier all weekend, and like eating the mess hall and everything like that. It was pretty cool, but it was fixed. There was no rocking on that boat.
Oh yeah,
It was more.
that's the best part.
Yeah, it's mortared in. It ain't rocking.
I gotta be quiet.
Uh-oh. Well, Joe, you are on late tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Intestinal fortitude.
Right.
Shoot.
Did you get a snack,
Yep.
Joe?
That was the most miserable experience of my life.
Yeah.
I am not even going to lie.
Oh, I bet.
You know, and I've grown up on the lake.
Yeah. So did I.
I've grown up on the lake.
Mhm.
And I mean, Lake Norman it's a rough lake on the weekends because it's so populated. But I'm telling you right now, that ain't shit on that ocean.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
That is
completely different beast.
it is. And we went out and got highly intoxicated the night before.
Oh boy.
Not
That
help.
don't help.
Not
And then I had me a good
Yeah.
I had me a good greasy biscuit on the way to the boat. I thought I soaked it up. But once again, I'm not your usual partier. So as I've gotten older, when we do indulge in, say I should have some drinks and, get a little bit more wound tight, it has a much rougher effect on me the next day. So that definitely didn't help, going out there hungover as fuck and getting on the damn fishing boat on rough ass seas.
I'll tell you a quick story. I used to hang out and at this bar that my friend owned, and I used to help him bartend and shit like that. So one night we closed the bar. I got I mixed a quart bottle of gin and tonic. He took a bottle of amaretto. He was drinking amaretto and root beer, and we went out to a fishing boat. And I took my soon-to-be wife, first wife. We get out there, there's a big storm. Me and him are drinking our balls off, and we're going through a storm and getting pissed off because we can't go fishing. We tried, we were out there, but it was just it was rough. So then I see my ex old lady. She's turning green, she's turning purple. Then all of a sudden, my friend swears today. He says, "Joe, I thought you were so pissed off at her for getting she was getting sick. I thought you were going to throw her overboard because I grabbed her by the back of the head and I threw her out the side of the ship and I held her and I put her head over the gunwale so she could
Clean that mess up."
Oh, he swore I was throwing her over. He swore I was getting rid of that bitch.
Hey, let me tell you something. I made it a damn point not to puke in the captain's boat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This was a big boat, like a dual diesel engine, like that motherfucker off of Jaws that takes you out, And I went out to hold on to the rail of this boat to vomit. And the water that was coming around the side of the boat was literally like I stepped out and walked into a bathtub almost. It was just, but I knew, and I mean, the swells coming around were completely swallowing the damn cabin of the boat.
Yeah.
And I knew not to puke in his boat. So I went out there and held that damn rail at the very back of the cabin where the door goes out.
Yeah.
And I just stood there and stuck my head over to the side and let that shit rip. And the water going by was just taking it away. So, but I knew not to fucking puke in his boat. So, Joe, you did the man a solid there.
Yeah, the only time I've ever gotten sick in a boat is if I eat before I go. If I have breakfast before I go fishing and I hit in that boat and head out in the ocean or the sound, I'm going to get sick every time. As long as I don't eat breakfast, I don't have to take Dramamine or anything like that. I just don't get sick. As long as I don't have anything in my stomach, I just don't get sick.
I stick to the lake now.
Yeah, I do a lot of lake fishing, but when I can, I go out in the ocean. I went out in the ocean once this year already. Or, well, this last year I did. But,
I gave the ocean a shot. I said, fuck that.
yeah.
I will admit, Puget Sound is very gorgeous. I've been all over it.
Yeah, the whole Sailor's Sea is beautiful.
Oh, yeah. And we got to see orcas, wild orcas. That was awesome.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
You know, I got this thing called the National Geographic Channel. And the damn views of it
Oh, yeah.
are spectacular. And that is enough for me.
Yeah.
They got shit out there that eats boats.
Yeah.
No. You go see my chunky ass out there. Don't you worry.
Me and the wife went whale watching this summer.
Yeah.
Up in P-Town.
Yeah, I seen a fat dude in a kayak get swallowed by a fucking whale.
Yeah.
And so I had a kayak. I want to get another kayak, but I'm not going in anything that something that can swallow my kayak.
Yeah.
So if there's a fish in there that can swallow my kayak, I ain't gonna go in it. But I seen a fat guy get swallowed by a whale in a kayak, and I'm gonna tell you something. No.
It's things like that that reassure me that my mindset on the ocean is correct.
Yeah.
Hold on.
As far as steering clear of it.
No. No, I don't know. I've never been scared of the water. I don't know, or the air. I'm a little bit scared of flying now. I'm not scared. I just don't want to do it. I got nowhere to go that would necessitate flying, you know. But I don't know. My dad had his pilot's license. He had a little Cessna 180 Commander, and he used to zip all over, and I'd go with him in that, you know. And it's always a bumpy ride. Boy, if I get a little bumpy ride now, I'd have a heart attack. I've done that.
Yeah.
You know?
You got to have some of them barf bags, you know.
Yeah, well, no, I don't know, man. But yeah, going out in the ocean's never bothered me. I'm not, you know, I don't know. I've always kind of figured when it's your time to go, there's nothing that's going to stop it from happening. If it ain't your time to go, there's nothing in the world that's going to make it happen. You know,
if you don't put yourself in the situation. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. So up here now, there's three of us here. Hold on. Did you know that statistically, redheads? Wait, that's not. Yeah, statistically, redheads are less likely. Yeah, we're less likely to be eaten by sharks.
Huh.
Did you know?
Shit eaters, huh?
That sharks do not like eating redheads. I got a good friend that was down in North Carolina, down on Oak Island. He's loved going down to the beach, and he said there's sharks all the fucking time. I'm like, man, I'm telling you, I want you to ask somebody, you ever seen a redhead get eaten by a shark? Every time they ask people on the beach, you ever seen a redhead get bit by a shark? Never. Nobody's ever tell me one redheaded motherfucker you ever seen get bit by a shark. Redheads are the least likely to get bit by a shark, and I'm going to tell you 3 reasons why. One, there's less redheads.
Yeah.
2, she gave the other reason. There's the fair cracker ass white skin. You ain't going to see very many redheads down in the beach or in the sunshine. Redheads
blend-
ain't playing in the ocean. We gonna burn. We ain't going down in that shit. And redheads really don't like the water.
Well,
Now, see,
We'll
that's
be-
where you're,
we'll be
you're wrong.
fishing.
I
We'll be
love getting in
fishing on the
ocean.
water. Yeah, how far in the water are you going, Kyle?
I mean, there's times that I go out there, chest high.
Okay. A
No,
shark can
but-
bite your dick.
Trust me. I mean, no, from what you just said, though, from now on, if I see one coming, I'm just going to dip down in the water so he can see that I'm a redhead, and obviously he'll steer clear of me. Well, I drop down there. Hey, what's up, buddies? Look, red hair. No
You don't
fucking
wanna-
good. No, shit meat. Keep rolling.
That's right.
Apparently, I will try this.
They
But
say
now
we're bottom feeders. They don't like
No.
us.
Now that I have my son, I don't take him in far. I don't go in,
Past
don't
knee
go in
deep
no-
too much.
no, I don't go in. Not. I'm. Them motherfuckers can come up there pretty close, and like right up the damn beach here, we have shark attacks. So we purposely get a place that has a big fucking pool, and we tend to spend more time there. We play on the beach during the day and all that, but more water activities take place in the pool than in the ocean. I ain't having my kid getting eaten by no damn shark.
well, up here the water is just too cold, and plus they have horrible rip tides that'll just suck you right out in the ocean.
We have some pretty bad ones over here. That's the other thing too. You have to be really cautious about.
Yeah.
And I've
Well,
been
then
out.
down on the beach where you're going, they're shooting at people. That motherfucker.
That only happened one time. I mean, even the sun shines on the dog's ass. Hey, look, we got crazies everywhere. I didn't ever say we.
The beach you're going to ain't it?
No, I go a little further north than that one.
Oh, you ain't going to that one no more?
No, I don't. When I go, I stay north of it.
Oh, now that you had the kid, you don't go down
Yeah.
there no more.
Yeah, I don't go down. No, when I didn't have the kid, yeah, it was nothing uncommon for me to go down there for bike week once or twice a week on
I forget.
multiple occasions through the year.
Kyle don't go on so when are we gonna go on one of those?
What a bike week trip?
Yeah.
I don't do those no more.
Kyle, listen.
No more
YOLO.
motorcycles.
Listen, we can still go take video. Be
No.
videographers.
No,
Be strapped in the back of the car.
I'm not a spectator.
Yeah.
I'm not a good spectator.
You're not going to go do interviews?
No,
She runs off the deck.
That's the
hell no.
Yeah.
You don't want to go. That's a whole nother. And it ain't nothing like what it used to be. It ain't fun like it used to be. The whole dynamic
All
of
right.
it's changed.
We hit the mark though. Joe,
Wow.
you got anything you want to say?
No,
Cole?
he says it all.
Peace, love, and guys.
Who's he?
And Uncle Strawberry.
Uncle Strawberry. Even the lake is questionable. Lived on it for over 40 years and he was done swimming. The sunfish bit his nipple off. Hungry little fucker.
Better than his pecker.
Right?
Yeah. All right, here we got to put this guy up. Lynn. All right, so this is the Jolly Roger AR. If you guys want to learn how to cook some cool shit, make sure you check out Lynn and Brian. Jolly Roger AR. They cook all kinds of cool stuff and they make it easy to understand.
Remember we were talking about that page just the other day?
Yeah.
So, what do you guys want to say?
Uh,
Anything special?
thank you for having us. And thank you for your week of
Bless you.
bless you.
Let's see.
But your week showing us off. That's awesome. I appreciate it. And had a great time. Talked
Yeah.
about a lot of stuff.
Can't wait to see the dog tags in person.
Yeah, me too. They look awesome. Great job, as always. And thank y'all for being here in chat. It's been fun.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, we like you guys. You guys cook some cool shit. And you make it easy. Like I said, I like what you guys do because, one, if you fuck something up, you don't get rid of it. You keep it around. Like, you keep it real. And it's one of the things, like, I've been hanging out with you guys since the beginning. I don't watch YouTube anymore. That's one thing. Not many people know that. I stopped watching YouTube videos.
Wow.
It took up it was one of those things where I took too many hours. Too many hours of the day was invested in watching videos instead of being productive.
Yeah, I have that issue.
I watch shorts. Shorts are better. Videos take too much time.
The shorts are not good for your brain, though.
They are not good for your brain. So if it's so since I don't cook very often, but now that I'm having to cook more, I do have I think we should do a series. Not about weed, but actually like a cooking for idiots. All right. But anyways,
Okay.
This Thursday we've got something weird planned. I'm not sure what it's going to be yet, but it's weird. I'm going to be going live randomly. I got yeah. Here you go.
Yeah.
I like it.
Bunch of random stuff coming out this week. I got to make a video for this bag over here. Trying to think what else I got going on. Packages to mail out tomorrow. Got some cards I had to finish up. Now I can put them in your package. And yeah, that's about it. Anybody on panel want to say anything before I hit the button?
Yeah, man. Real quick. If there's anybody out there who is looking for green and clean sobriety and looking for a place to go, the marijuana maintenance program. You can find them on Facebook and connect that way, and they will get you straightened right out. You can get on the maintenance program, marijuana maintenance. We take it one joint at a time. We have 2 meetings a day, 7 days a week. And I'd encourage anybody who is green and clean or wanting to be green and clean, check us out. Come over for a meeting.
All right. And with that, later.
Awesome. Peace.
In the garden where the green leaves grow, catch a vibe so smooth, feel the peace overflow. From the mountains to the sea, take a token, feel free. In the cannabis and network, that's where happiness be. Blazing trails with friends dancing in the twilight.
Hey, who?
You.
Hey, me?
Yeah. Come here.
What?
Come here.
What?
Yeah. You look like an intelligent young man.
I do?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I do, sure.
You look like someone who'd be interested in a bargain.
A bargain?
Yeah.
Why, sure, why not? Are you a salesman?
Right.
Oh. What do you sell?
Eights.
Eights, like the number 8. Like